at hand. Ghostly hauntings since time began. Raw side paranormal seeks the truth, looking for some kind of real proof. Creepy floorboards and eerie dark mist. Grab your camera and document this. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the wrong side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. The icy air touches your neck. You feel like screaming, but you stay in check. Orbs rising up to take the magical flight. You can't believe what's happening tonight. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this on the raw side. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this on the raw side.
Hey, welcome to the raw side, guys. Sorry about the dead air for there a second. You won't believe the hot mess that was going on today. So I'm a little late. Sorry about that. Everything is a total wreck around here. A little change in plans. Angelina had a personal emergency, so she might not make it on here tonight. If she does, she will let me know. Otherwise, you guys just got to deal with me. I'm sorry. Hi, Blossom. Welcome. And anybody else that's lurking, hi, how's it going? I'm waiting to see if my backup will show up. Maybe we can just have a general chat and chat about things that have been going on. And oh my goodness, I tried to hook up the new sound card and that wasn't working, so I had to hurry up and rip everything apart and get the old stuff on. So hopefully everything stays in place while I'm on and everything doesn't go dead on me. And this hair, look at this hot mess, everybody. And I didn't want to leave you guys all standing in the cold and not having to put anything out. So here I am. And like I said, we're just going to do a general chat. And if anybody wants to join in, they can. Not a problem. Everybody's always welcome. Excuse me. Hopefully everybody can hear. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, Bill's probably going to join us. So that's great. Okay, Bill. I have a new mic hooked up, so just let me know if you guys can hear me and everything sounds okay. At least that part I think is working. The rest of it, I'm just gonna have to, have my son help me out with it because of the. You're welcome. Okay, so you can hear me. Look at these directions you get. All right, you need like a telescope eyeball to even read them, and I got to wear these just to read the chat. Never mind trying to read this hot mess. So I'm going to have to try when I got more time, most likely tomorrow, to see if I can get it all set up and rolling for the next live program. Just if it could happen today, it did. Just asking everybody if they could please send some prayers and some good vibes towards Angelina's way. Hopefully everything turns out all right. And things will be good as new with her and what's going on. And she's not sick, guys. So just to let you know that. Yeah, I last time I read the directions when I can read them, but I mean, these are just like micro mini. I mean, you can't even. I mean, look at that. It's bad. I can't even see those. So yeah, that's gonna have to take some time. I thought I had time to squeeze it in and get it all set up before the live began. That was a couple of hours ago. See how far I got. Microphone. That was about it. So we're just gonna have to deal with that and roll with it, and hopefully it has a better sound. Like I said, when I did get it hooked up and it was working, the new system, the microphone sounded great. The only problem is that I wasn't getting sound and feedback on the headphones, so I've got to figure it out. Yeah, too small. I mean, hey Joe, how's it going? When I was like 20, I could read those instructions, but now, yeah, just forget it. I'm gonna have to have a magnifying glass, or I'm gonna have to have my son hook up the new system for me, so that I don't have any issues. It's a great system. I just can't get it hooked up right at the moment. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get it all done. But yeah, it's been one hell of a day, and like I said, I didn't want to just say, "Hey guys, I'm not going on." And I know you guys were looking forward to the interview. She said she's going to reschedule, but right now she has other things that are more important than sitting here and shooting the shit with me. So as far as everything that's going on, basically in the paranormal world, we've got one heck of a mess going on, and it's just, what is it when there's a day when there isn't drama, right? So hopefully it'll calm down, and everybody can just let it pass. And that's pretty much what I'm going to say about that. And we just need to just let the people involved with it, let them deal with it, and we just keep moving forward. Good news is, guys, I did finally. I thought it was going to take forever, but I finally managed to get the magazine together, and it is ready for publishing, and I'll release it on the 1st. I mean, it's not a huge magazine, seeing it's the first issue, but I really appreciate everybody that contributed to it. I hope you guys are going to like it, but it'll be out on the 1st for everybody to read. I will post the link for the digital magazine so that you all can take a look at the work and all of your stories. I had a good time putting that together, and I'm looking forward to doing the next issue. So if you guys have anything that you want to send, jokes, stories, comments, anything, just so that we fill the pages with some interesting stuff, advice, which is a big one. A lot of people want advice on how to, like with debunking and with just general investigating. They're looking for stuff like that, information about equipment, stuff like that. I'd love to put in because that's what everybody is. Everybody's looking for that kind of information. Congratulations, please. Yes, please. The post. Oh, yes, it'll be out so that everybody can get a chance to click on it and get the magazine and look at it. I had a really good time putting it together. It took a long time, but like I said, it was worth it because I like the way it come out. Hopefully, the next one maybe it'll be bigger because I'll have more stories to add to it, and more input from the community. That's what it's about. I want the whole community to be involved. It's your magazine as well as it is mine, but more yours because you guys put most of the stories and stuff in. And I like history, all that kinds of stuff. Even if you're doing, you went on an investigation, you tell us about it, tell us about the history, all of that. Just to fill the pages so people can read about your adventures. I really think people enjoy all of that. So hopefully you'll like the first issue. And I've already started on the second issue. So it's I have the layout and every ideas going. So whatever you guys can submit would be greatly appreciated to fill those pages with adventure and advice and wisdom. Because it doesn't hurt to share that with everyone. Hi, Miss Carla. How are you? Miss Bad Girl. She's got working on that backhoe. You go, girl. Heavy equipment. A lot of guys find that hot. I'd love to be able to use one of those. Yeah, I could just see my husband wouldn't let me get on the zero turn mower, so because he's probably afraid that I like it too much and take off. uh, but yeah, you go with that machinery. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. They got tell them they got to put in like a little fan or something for you. 90 degrees out and you're inside one of those machines. I wonder why those construction guys are always sweaty. Yeah, I didn't think that they would be hard to use. I mean, you just got to learn what gear is what and where you're going with it. So yeah, you can put some more adventures of you in the in the big machinery. That would be a good time. So like I said, maybe Bill's going to join us. He had to go run out and go get some equipment, so maybe he'll pop in and join in the chat. And otherwise, if somebody else wants to join in, just let me know. We can just get the conversation rolling. She says the controls are weird, like forward is up, left, and towards, but you figure it out. Oh, all right. The controls are weird. Forward is up, left is towards, but you figure it out. So it's just one, like it's like a stick shift type deal, isn't it? Okay, Bill, I sent you the link. Just do your magic. Oh my, I would get that mixed up. I don't know. I think once you've seen how it works, it's all right. How's your night going? Oh, you missed it. I was just talking about the big hot mess I had going on here, trying to hook up some new equipment. Didn't make it. Had to rip everything apart, put all the old stuff back on. It seems to be, holding its own. I got my fingers crossed so I don't lose sound or anything. She goes, yeah, maybe I will go inside while it's parked and demo it. So it's yeah, a hot mess. It is. And then, my poor guest, she had some issues, so she couldn't make it. So, wishing that everything turns out okay for her. So we're just gonna have to reschedule. I was looking forward to doing the interview with her because she would have been the third woman that I've interviewed that's involved in the paranormal. I try to encourage more women to get involved, and I would like to hear their stories. I think it's because it's basically I see it's basically a man dominated field. To be honest, it is because you see more men creators, more men investigators doing the paranormal field, and I would encourage more women to do it because it's if you find that stuff interesting, then you should go for it, and we would all enjoy everybody sharing the adventure with you. A lot of it isn't, it's not as scary as you think. To be honest, I mean, the place, the buildings would be more scary than the investigation at hand. I think I'd worry more about falling through floors or spiders, jumping down your shorts than anything else. Blossom says, yes, agree. Seems to be more male dominated. Yeah, it does. I think it's because guys don't care about bats and bugs and creepy dark places where a lot of women might be freaked out by that. But then you've got the other side where they're just as tough as brass but I don't think they're involved in the YouTube field here so that we can hear what's going on with them. But I would really like to pull some of them forward to interview them and get their side of the adventure. See, I think it's just being in the dark and not seeing is the scary part. Yeah, because you don't know what you're going to run into. Like I said, I'd be more afraid of running into like a rabid animal or some, homeless person that's willing to fight for their space because they do that. If you show up in a spot that's, a squatter's got and you're in there, they'll come right after you. CJ ain't brave. He screams and runs. Oh, screams like a girl, huh? I don't know what I don't know. I don't see what screaming does for you, to be honest. But go ahead, you can scream. I'm not a screamer. I can't scream. So I would do swearing. You would hear swearing. You would have heard that earlier when I was trying to hook up the new equipment. There was a lot of swearing going on. Right? Or a mountain lion or something I squattered would be. Yeah, yeah. Because you don't know if they have a weapon or drug induced kind of craziness going on. So at least if you come across an animal, they're going to either run away from you or at least you could defend yourself a little bit easier, like against a raccoon or something, or a squirrel having a bad day. But a squatter, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I always never go alone. Never do an investigation alone. Yeah, wild animals or wild and chat. A wild and out person, much more. Yeah, they are. The people are more scary than the animals. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of spiders, but at least if I know I could smack it and it's dead, or get around it, I'm cool with that. I just don't want it on me. Just don't want it on me. And bats get a bad rap. They're only they're going after the light. They're running away from the light. And yeah, it's true. They will, try to get in your hair and you get your hair all messed up and everything. But of course, I don't want to be bit by one. But usually they're not that bad of a creature, and they pretty much try to just get away from you. As far as like I said, I think it's just it has to do with, and you don't have to investigate during the nighttime. A lot of people have that misconception that oh, well, we only can do it at night. I mean, if the place has activity, it's going to be that way during the day, just like it is at nighttime. That's pretty much the bottom line. The ghost doesn't punch a time clock, guys. So they're going to be there day or night. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, the link didn't go through, Bill. Let me try it again. Hold on just a quick second, guys. Let me send this to Bill. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, that's not what I want. Good gracious. Just see, guys, the hot mess is still going on. So let's I don't know. Maybe I sent it to the wrong person, Bill. Who the hell knows? The way the day's going is probably what I did. There. I think that'll set you up, dear sir. And then you can pop in and join this crazy crap. Oh, what happened, Carla? I mean, besides you having a good time with big machinery, anything else good happening? Like I said, I just running around and so finally said the hell with it. I had like 15 minutes. Tore all that other stuff apart, put back all the new stuff. It's holding its ground. Hurry up, grab some coffee, and I ran in here. There he is. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Hey, how's it going, honey?
All right, cool. Got you now.
I don't
thought
know.
it was me doing something wrong. Hey, the new microphone looks nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, when you sent that to me, the link for that, I was like, I don't know about that microphone, but actually, it looks pretty. That looks pretty nice.
Does it sound pretty good?
Yeah, actually, it sounds.
So far?
You know what? It sounds actually better.
You think better?
Yeah, it sounds better than the other one, I think.
Like I
How
said,
do I sound? Do I sound? Because I noticed
right.
on my thing, I got it cranked pretty good, and when I do my check, it's like peeking out. So am I too loud or am I good?
No, you're good.
All right, cool.
No, you're good. Yeah, well, I know you heard me say I got the new sound card and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting sound through. I could hear myself when I was talking because I did a quick record, but then the return sound was coming through the computer speakers, and so I'm thinking, all right, what's and a couple of hours. I said, that's it. I'm running out of time. Then my guest had problems, so she couldn't come.
So what do you think? It was your little board thing? Just
the old one? I don't know, because now I have it hooked up again. It's working okay so far. But the new one, I think I sound better on, and it's a better machine.
Oh, so how
Um,
come you're not using the new one? You
because I
just
couldn't get it hooked up in time
oh,
correctly.
gotcha. All
And
right,
I was
cool.
having issues. So yeah, I was a lot of swearing, a lot of
In time, you know that's like, and then time gets closer.
yeah, and
You
I'm
always
looking at
think
the
like,
clock and I'm like, oh God, I got 20 minutes, I got 15
yeah,
minutes.
I know. And then
I'm like, what the
when you, I felt bad because like I was like, oh, I have time, and we just got done with I was grilling, and then you clicked on, I was like, yeah, I seen like the thing that said going on in like 15 minutes. And then when I saw that your guest canceled, I was like, oh no. So then I was filming yesterday and my GoPro was up at the garage. So I was booking up there for you because I didn't want to leave you hanging. So like and then I was like, honey, can you make me coffee? So so she's making me coffee,
so
and
we'll see the hand coming in.
yeah, thing. Actually, my guitars are in the way. Actually,
Oh, you got to move it so we can see thing
yeah,
coming
so she's
in.
gonna have to work her hand around that. So
That's
yeah.
funny. So yeah, I had like 5 minutes and I'm waiting on the coffee pot. And I'm thinking, oh, come on, come on.
Yeah, actually, so I want to make sure I say hi to everybody.
So here, while you're saying hi, let me catch up on the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Um,
hi Carla, hi
Carla, she
Blossom.
went to Elkhorn. Go ahead.
Yeah, so let me see who's in here. Yeah, yeah, Carla's all in here.
Oh yeah, see what I mean, Carla? It could have been like a mad squirrel or something.
Yeah, I missed what you were talking about. Mad squirrel, huh?
Well, she's saying because she went in somewhere during the daytime and she heard something growl at her. So,
When
so I'm saying,
she
daytime or
possibly-
nighttime, if there's a haunting there, the ghost is going to be there whether it's dark or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Phantom of Yore. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Blossom says, hey, there is a question. Has anyone noticed a particular animal or critter bug that seems to show up across your path on a regular basis throughout your life? Oh, I don't know.
For me, it's raccoons.
Oh, yeah, because you're out, out in the country. So I don't know. I have to think about that. Critters or bugs on a regular basis.
Oh, you know what? I can answer that. I just so my wife, she loves the little throw pillows for outside decorating. Like we have the plastic chairs that you sit in, like we have them around the fire pit.
Right.
And I ask her, please don't put the little decoration pillows on there, please. And she's like, well, it looks nice. And earwigs love those, and they make nests underneath them. And then you want to sit down. So I tell her, couldn't just we not use those? So I went to go grill, and then to just sit, I lift those up, and the earwigs are infested underneath those. So I would rather just not have those pillows underneath it, because then you can't sit down. So earwigs for me, can't stand those things, man. And this year, Laura, you know how we've had like the storms,
right?
Like the moisture has been so bad that they love the humidity and stuff and the moisture. Yeah. The earwigs have been so bad, and like they've gotten into the house, so like you'll see them like in the basement
running. Yeah.
Yes, I hate that. So
quick stop on it. Hi Dotson, welcome.
Hey Dotson, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I would have to say spiders too around here. We get more spiders.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, like for some reason, and Dotson is in Australia, and we're complaining about spiders. But anyways,
I know. Blah, blah, blah. He's got
yeah, but like
you can ride their spiders.
They're not like they don't bug me as bad as like an earwig. I think they're just like they're just so disgusting, man. I know,
I found out that I'm allergic to spider bites. Yeah. So I could not live in Australia because the spiders are huge. And if they bite me, I'm probably going to drop dead right there.
Hey, Dotson, what's those ones in Australia that you have? They look like a crab. They're like huge. They're not a tarantula, but they look worse than a tarantula. And they're like, they're huge, and they kind of sprawl out like that. Those things.
Oh, see, that's nice that you had the bird showing up. What kind of bird was it, Carla? Was it a cardinal? Because they say that that's somebody visiting from heaven.
Yeah, that's a Catholic thing. My mother used to say that. Oh, that's
I heard that all the time too. Yeah, they come. It's it's them visiting from heaven.
Yep. Funnel web spiders. Yep.
What are they called?
They make tunnels.
Oh,
they're actually a wolf spider.
A wolf spider, yes.
Yeah, wolf spiders, yep.
Oh, he said huntsman spider.
Huntsman, yes, harmless but
Woo!
big. Yep. Now, do they leap? I've seen videos where they like, I don't know if they leap at all, but like I've seen videos where they like leap at the camera and then they shut the camera down. But I don't know if it's like just people messing. But
I'm sorry. If it was in my house, I would be out of there.
yeah, me too, man.
House up for sale.
Me too.
My husband said he'd light a match. He goes, "That's it, spider gone."
Yeah,
He don't like spiders either.
yeah. I do freak out if they're on me. It's like
Hi,
that's
Giselle.
really cool.
Snakes I'm not too bothered by unless it's a water snake, because then you don't know. Around here, you don't know if it's like a water moccasin.
Yeah, I will go pick snakes up.
But snakes is like, get the heck out of my way. I mean, if the animal, this critter or the whatever is outside, I always have a rule. Outside's their domain, so I try not to disturb them or stomp on them. But if you cross the threshold to my house,
Yeah, exactly.
your history.
Yeah, they jump, but they only want to run away and hide. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then we have those little teeny tiny spiders that like when you try to like if they're in the house, you try to go get them and they see you coming and they jump. Those jumpers, the little jump.
Oh, the little jumping spiders, the black ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're black. They're almost like a zebra type.
Right. With the little white spots. Yeah.
I can't stand them things, man.
Actually, I've seen one that was like the size of a $50 once.
Yes, I've seen those too.
I've never seen them get that big.
Yeah, we got them out here too.
Oh, get that.
We have black widows out here too.
Yeah, we don't see them.
No, I do out here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we have brown recluse spiders out here all the time too.
Oh, I ain't coming to your house anymore.
And I see black widows all the time. Yeah.
I'm with you, Carla. I didn't even watch that movie. I could not watch the Arachnophobia. I could not watch that movie. I would have nightmares for the rest of my life.
With Jeff Daniels, he goes from that movie Dumb and Dumber to that movie. Yeah.
To that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
yeah.
But not for nothing, they are an interesting creature. They really are. They always get a bad rap, but like I said, I don't want it on me.
Yeah, those like monkey face spider things. They do have like a cute face, but it's still like a spider. You're like, you're cute, yes, but like you're a spider. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff Daniels. Yeah, he goes from like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
And then he's
creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why he's such a good actor. I love him.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's really talented too. He's like a super good musician too.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
You see him in that movie RV with
with Robin Williams.
Yes, yeah, he was funny in that too.
Oh yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Awesome says, I was just wondering if people have the theme animals, if that's a thing or a belief. Spiders just have to seem to follow me. Oh yeah, I think it's just because they know that you don't like them.
Yeah.
And you send out that Spidey vibe, and they're like, "Oh, let's get her." Mosquitoes. I always tell everybody, because everybody goes, "Oh, I don't get bothered by mosquitoes." The minute I step out at dusk, it's like somebody rings the dinner bell, and they are on me, quicker than you can blink.
Well, I was with my neighbor next door. She's like 79 years old, and she's like talking. It was starting to get twilight, and I'm like going, yeah, yep. And I'm like going, I guess I go, well, Marianne, I gotta go home. And she's like, I go, aren't you getting bit up? She's like, no, I'm fine. And she goes, it's because you use soap. I don't use. Well, she uses soap, but like scented soap. She claimed it was because she doesn't use scented soap, and I'm like, I'm not buying that. But I don't know.
No.
I've heard that, like, I don't know. I just think some people's chemistry, they're like, actually what they're attracted to is your exhale.
And it's with the type of person that you exhale something they're attracted to,
which is odd because she just keeps talking and talking. I was sitting there not talking, and they're biting me.
It's through your skin as well, or just you're breathing out of your nose.
Yeah, it's
same with me. My Jordan never gets bit, not a problem. I've got a girlfriend, they don't even touch her.
Yeah.
She says it's because she eats a lot of garlic. That could be true. But I'm telling you, I'm outside, and then the minute that sun hits, setting, and it's like dinner bell, and they all just
Yeah.
Laura for dinner. That's it. I got to go in.
Our friend Aaron, he used to say that they didn't touch him because he was so evil. His blood was so evil. They didn't want
And
anything
I
to do
believe.
Yeah, me too. They didn't want anything to do with him. And I was like, I think you have a point. You are a terrible person.
They probably say, this guy's an asshole. I ain't biting him.
Yeah, exactly.
I just say, well, I must taste good. That's why they come after me.
Okay, let's see, Blossom. You don't mind spiders too much. I don't either. But you ever like be watching TV at night and the house spiders like all of a sudden like be like on a web in front of you, like dangling? Oh,
Yeah.
Like I hate that. Or
You never knew you could move so fast in your life.
Yeah, and like you're like, where's a tissue? Like a napkin? Like you let it like on this little web, and then you're like,
That's it. Yeah.
crumple it up. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the older I've gotten, spiders don't bother me so much. When I was younger, like I used to get freaked out by spiders big time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had some big ones, and when we lived in Missouri there for a time, there was some. Oh god, there was some big ones. And I'm not a fan. George is definitely not a fan. And he said one time we were there, and we were there for my niece's wedding, so we're sleeping on a blow up mattress in the living room, and George was the only one up, and he's in the bathroom, in his shorts, getting ready for bed, and next thing you know, he catches out of the corner of his eye some big black thing running from behind the toilet over to the corner by the sink where he was standing.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh my God. And he looks down, and he is the biggest, blackest spider he's ever seen.
Yeah. It picked up the toilet brush and moved
and
it.
It was quick. It was quick, and it was big. And here's like, oh shit, here I am in my shorts. Nobody's awake. What am I going to do?
It flipped him off and was like, what are you going to do? And
so he went and got my brother-in-law wore cowboy boots. My brother-in-law was a truck driver.
One landed in
so he went and gets the cowboy boots on. So I told him, I said, I wish I had a picture. You in your shorts, his underwear and cowboy boots. I would have died laughing.
So wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was just reading the chat. Sorry to interrupt you, Laura. We'll go back. But Blossom said, did a mosquito land in your coffee, or was it the spider land in your coffee?
Oh.
All right, go ahead, Laura.
I had that happen, actually.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't? Just like if you breathed in a mosquito.
Yeah, you suck it in. You're like, oh God, I just swallowed that.
Yeah, spider. Oh man. Yeah, I think everybody's had these stories.
Yeah. So actually, what it ended up, it was going up. It was coming up the vanity part, coming after him. So he ended up grabbing the garbage can and slamming it into it.
Right.
Finally, to put it out of George's misery.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised he didn't scream. He said, I never seen anything move so fast in my life.
Yeah.
And he goes, now here I am in cowboy boots and underwear, and I was just dying.
Yeah. Let's see. That happened in me most nights. Spiders dropping from the roof. Yeah. I just leave them for you as far as when they walk over your foot at night, feeling strange. Yeah.
Here, let me put it here so I can read it too.
Yeah.
At night, spiders dropping from the roof. Just leave them. Oh, no. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
Like I said, once they cross the threshold, you're in my domain, your history. And I won't go to sleep until I know it's dead.
Wait, Carla, you hate when they fall on you in the shower. So, I mean, I know what you're saying, but like I always do. You don't do the
spider check.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you don't do the look-see first.
I scan the entire room.
Yeah. Wait, Blossom. I'm like reading your went bloop. I can hear like the sound effect.
Oh, yep. Just floating there.
Just floated there. I don't know if I was stunned. Oh wait, hang on, stunned from the heat of the.
Yeah. That reminds me of. Do you ever see that meme where they show the coffee cup, and then you look inside and the coffee's gone, but there's a big old spider in the bottom of the cup?
My God, I'm like my eyes are watering from laughing.
They would just totally freak me out.
That's hilarious. Isn't it funny what we start talking about?
I know. It's just hey, it's an open mic. Could talk about anything.
We will get to food eventually.
Eventually. Let's see. Daddy Longlegs eat mosquitoes. That's why we leave. Yeah, see, those don't bother me.
Yeah.
Not at all. But yeah, Australian spiders, you guys got some scary. Everything out there is scary.
Did you guys see Thing? Hey, Thing.
Aw.
Thing,
Missed it.
thing.
Thing is supposed to
Yes,
wave.
here. You gotta wave. Everybody, this is Thing. Hi,
I
Thing.
can see your fingers.
Thanks, honey.
Oh God, Carla says she's had a spider in her coffee once, and I had its leg in my mouth.
Oh, I feel
Oh,
like gagging. I just took a sip of my coffee.
oh, blah, blah, blah. You better check that cup there, Bill. Blossom. No, extra protein. Sorry, on a protein-free diet.
All right, I gotta change my name down here to carburetors and gagging.
And gagging. Yeah, she goes, I ruined your coffee.
Gosh, that was so funny. Oh, hey, for your by the way, kudos on the magazine. I'm like when you I was, by the way, everybody, I was lucky enough to do like sort of a not like a proofread, but like a pre-read on Laura's
No, it was a
thing.
proofread.
Yeah, which was cool, but when you sent it, I'm like, wait, 32 pages? I know when I was like looking for my GoPro, I had to run up to the garage. My garage is not attached. And I had my phone in my hand listening to you. And you had said, I know it wasn't very long or whatever you said. And I'm like, what? I like was thinking like maybe 8 pages, to be honest with you.
Oh no, yeah, 32.
Dude, yeah, I'm like 32, and you like banged it out, and I'm like, I honestly, I know you can. I don't know how you're going to top it and for the next one, but no, you're really good, man. And so like you mentioned jokes for the next one, so like
anything,
yeah, so
submit anything except for nudes. I won't do nude pictures.
Oh, then you know what?
I might keep those for myself, but
forget it, No, but yeah, all right. So
yeah, stories, jokes, anything. I want to put it whatever you guys want to submit, there'll be a page for.
Yeah, so that's but so seriously though, no, kudos on that. It was
Thank
really
you
cool.
very much.
I like when you hit the little page, it makes a little
paper sound.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
It's cool too.
Yeah, it's neat.
So yeah, it come together pretty good. So yeah, these goes out on the 1st.
There's a spider in my coffee.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Oh, you little yes. Bill needs a timeout. Timeout, Bill.
All right. Hey, it wasn't Carla gave me the idea.
Hey,
oh wait, no. Was
blame,
it Carla? No.
Yeah, blame Carla.
Blossom gave me the idea.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. It was either one of them gave me the idea. No, I think it was Blossom. She said she ate one or something.
Yeah, Blossom said they need to get their own coffee.
Oh, this is too funny.
Oh, why bother when they could just get into ours, swim
All right,
around?
we're missing everything. What are you guys talking about? You guys have mountain lions, bears. I'd rather. Actually, yeah. Dotson, did you see my video with the
with your
fox? The rabid fox? That dude. So I think I only told Laura this. After that video, like 2 days later, my little Malshi dog, he decides he has to go numero deuce. He has to drop a deuce at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we go outside, and I tell you, like 10 feet away from behind me, it's so nice out. And I'm like, I live in the country, so like you see the stars. I'm like, oh, it's just so beautiful out. I'm not saying that just so everybody knows that I'm not insane. I'm not going, oh, it's so beautiful out. I'm saying that in my head. It's so nice. And behind me from like 10 feet away, it was like, it was like that thing reincarnated like the devil.
Yeah, they would have made me shit myself.
Dude, I did. I jumped out of my skin. And people that think like they're like in the woods and they're like, I believe in skinwalkers, man. They definitely exist because that was a skinwalker. Like that sound is like probably what people think skinwalkers.
Probably.
Because
that's a horrible scream.
Oh my God. So, and it was worse than that one that I had on video. It was way worse. So I was like, oh my God. I thought it was going to come after me. I grabbed my little dog because he's literally 5 pounds. And then, so I got up my steps, and thankfully it took off. But,
excuse me.
Like they were like back with a vengeance. I think they're like messing with me.
Right.
I'm not going to mention what happened to the one that is on video, but he
It's
did have to
scary.
go bye because he was
Right.
sick. But
Blossom, actually, you're the only one that made a guest so far on that live podcast that Bill and I did about the stories.
What am I missing? Where?
Blossom made a guest on the story game that we played on the podcast that we released.
Yeah, we can talk. We can talk about that real quick too.
About the celebrity stories. Actually, well, because a lot of people didn't know about it. You go check it out.
Yeah,
it's in my videos. You have to guess which one is the fake story. There's 3 of them.
Yeah, and I have a reason why I wanted to talk about that. So we can do that now. Actually, that's a good idea. Blossom, what did you say? And I'll let you answer that. Let's see.
She's letting everybody know. Oh, and his thoughts on as far as the bears and stuff, they don't bother me.
Yeah, me either.
They really don't come towards you unless you've got garbage that they want.
Yeah, and Dotson, what was the other thing? Oh, you see, he talked about the like lynx. We have like lynxes, and do you know what a fisher cat is? Look those up. You ever see a fisher cat, Laura?
Also, the mountain lions that we have here are way up on the mountain, and they stay away from people.
Pretty much. And
yeah.
Do you know what a fisher cat is, Laura? You ever see one?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember if I've ever seen one.
It's in the weasel family. Picture a weasel, and probably about the size of like a coyote.
Oh yeah, I've never seen one.
An amazing looking animal. It's like almost like a seal. Picture like a seal out of the water with fur. Like it's crazy. Like when you see one, you'll be like, "What the heck was that?" It's a really interesting, cool looking animal. Yeah. So.
Yeah, see, Giselle said same thing. You know, we go camping and there's bears. They're after your food or your garbage. They're not after you. So I always tell everybody who gets scared, "Oh, how can you do that?" I go, unless you got a pork chop tied around your neck, they don't care about you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the truth. They don't. They want, you got to be careful where you put your food. And look at this. What the hell is this hair? If you're tenting and if you're grilling, you take those clothes off and you put fresh ones on, put the other ones in garbage bag and store them in your trunk. But the bears, they're after the food. They don't want the people. Blossom guessed the third story.
Yeah, so you know what? Okay, so actually that one was actually true. The one that was fake.
He's giving it away.
Now let me preface this by saying that all 3 were told to be true by the celebrities. They actually went on there on Celebrity Ghost Stories and told them as if they were true and presented them to be true. But one guy lied and then later came out and said that he made it up just to get paid for it, just to make money. So reason why I'm saying it like this is because being like debunkers and things like that, taking things with a grain of salt and doing your own homework. It was the first one that was actually fake. And it was told by Jay Thomas. Jay Thomas, I had to look him up too when my buddy told me, because I started telling my buddy, I said, "Hey, do you ever watch Celebrity Ghost Stories?" He goes, "Yeah, some of those are fake." He goes, "Well, at least one of them is." I go, whoa, wait. Because, and he said, yeah, they all sounded pretty out there, but they did. But the 2, especially the castle one, sounded kind of fake. But the first one was so embellished. It was so good. It was completely made up.
Right.
He had a podcast. He has since passed away. He passed away in 2017.
Oh,
but
I didn't know that.
A podcast and admitted that he made that entire thing up because he said that they were going to pay him $25,000. So he made it up. He totally made that whole story up. And then he had, is it Kim Russo? Who's that Long Island woman? Is it
I always forget her name. I know who you're talking about.
If anybody knows the Long
Island medium there.
Yeah. He had her come to his place with the same story, and he totally made a mockery of her. And she was like, "Oh yes, I feel her presence and everything," with that Celebrity Ghost Story to show what a fake she was. And this was before he came out on his podcast. And So the whole point of that whole ghost story thing was to see if to come out to show that for like 8 years, it was like 8 years later that he told everybody
Admitted,
that he
right.
made it up. Yeah. Yeah. So
So see, that's what it is. No matter what you're told, you guys always just do your research.
yes. So just so you guys know too, I had a heck of a time trying to find that. It's season 1, episode 7, I believe, Celebrity Ghost Stories. And if you watch that one, it's on, I had to find it on my Amazon Prime. It's not on YouTube. If you try to find it on YouTube, it's not on there on their A&E channel, because A&E puts that out.
Right.
They took it off once he came out with that. They deleted that episode off of YouTube because
Right.
A&E has their own channel. So I found it through Amazon Prime, and because they have the rights to it, so they couldn't not show that.
Right.
So I was able to find it there. And when you watch Jay Thomas tell the story, because they have the interview parts and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
do the
yeah.
reenactments, you could tell he's lying.
Yeah.
He does a lot of like body language of like
Right.
a lot of like liar body language.
They're all good stories because I've seen pretty much all of them. So
but when
I
you
already
wa-
knew where you were going with that. So
But when you watch other celebrities tell their stories, you can tell they're telling the truth. But when you watch him, you go, he's lying.
or they're just better actors than he was.
Dude, you got to watch that. You just have to watch him.
Right.
And you go, and then there's a segment where he goes, yeah, so the shaman was asking my son, he was 4 years old at the time, or 2 years old, if he sees the little girl, and my son's going, yeah, I see her. She's at the end of my bed. What 2-year-old talks like that?
Yeah.
Like an Italian. Yeah, she's at the end of my bed. No 2-year-old talks like that. So like you could just
She was
tell.
channeling Joey from Friends.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey from the I thought you meant the other Joey. Remember Joey from the show Joey? Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, that was when I heard about him like lying about it, I was like, whoa. So us as like debunkers and like being looking out sideways at things, that was very interesting to me.
Well, you're really good at picking that up. I said you should have a future or a career in debunking because you catch pretty much everything.
Yeah, I would love to like do watch things and then hit pause and then stop and do
Right.
commentation.
Yeah.
Commentary.
Just a reaction to what's going on.
Reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I would do that, but I don't know how to do that. Pull the stuff up.
It's easy. You got to get the what is that thing that I got, that OSB OBS thing studio.
So if we did something, we could do something like that. You'd have to bring up the video because I can't.
Yeah, definitely.
I stink at that stuff.
We could do it here. We could do it together actually, because I can bring it up from here, and then you could just show it. Yeah.
And then just show it. So it's that would be interesting for a show, just to hammer out everybody's opinion about what they think.
Yeah, totally.
That's why it always amazes me, the debunkers. I mean, I debunk as I do certain things too, or when we're doing investigations. But when you're seeing it on video, you really have a good eye to catch it.
Yeah, and like I said in my like last time I was on here or whatever, like I told my wife, I would always say, "Did you see that?" And she's like, "See what?" I go, "Did you see the crew member in the background right there?" She's like, "No, I'm watching." I'm like, "Don't watch the actors. Like they're there. Watch around the edges, around the sides, or And I'll be like, "Oh, did you see that 67 Camaro in the background, or like something cool? Or did you see that 944 Porsche back there? Or
yeah, it's a Western."
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, we're missing a lot here.
Well, Dotson says you should do that. I've been watching.
All right.
He does have a great eye. Yes. So he does catch that. And you're right. That's what it is. When you're watching a movie, you're focused on the actor and the story. You're not focusing on the surrounding background.
Exactly.
And mostly everybody's guilty of that. But where you are purposely looking at the background, and that's how you catch it all.
It definitely wrecks things for me, but that's the way my mind works.
Right.
I don't like do the whole like lollipops and marshmallow dreams type thing, like where like I float through like a movie and float through life.
You're sitting there dissecting it.
Yeah, and that's why like I don't like I'm very stressed all the time because I'm always like thinking. So yeah.
Always trying to figure out what's the ulterior motive behind what's
Oh,
going on.
I'm a cynic, big time. I'm very cynical. So yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to do that one time. Set it up where you go over a video and and
Oh,
see
yeah,
what you could pick out.
I would like to. Yeah, yeah, I'd like to. Put it in a folder. It'd be easy. Just put it, in a folder and move it over to this monitor here, and then drag it. You know.
And then let it rip.
Yeah, you just have to, do it allow it on your side, and yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, because a lot of people do that. But like I said, you see the debunkers do it, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I got to see it a couple times. Like, oh, okay, now I see it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
they know how to catch, like the masking they do when they're doing editing. And I don't
Yeah.
know a lot about the editing part of any of that stuff yet. So I don't know what to look for.
Yeah.
So see, that would be like another good article for the next issue of the magazine is how do you find this stuff? What do you look for? Things like that, because people are curious. Because you could be looking at watching like The Shape and you'll say, okay, what the hell does he see that I don't see? And then he marks it and then shows you. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's simple after once it's pointed out. But if you don't know anything about editing or film, then you have no idea how people can doctor stuff up to hide it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, and there's so much you can do nowadays too.
Sure. Well, that was one of the things I brought up actually I forgot whose live it was, and I asked the question. Is everybody pretty much in the paranormal field, especially the debunkers, with the new AI technology that's coming out, it's going to make it more difficult for them to catch the fakers out there. Because now it's going to be able, you're going to be able to hide things more, more clever, maybe more, better.
Yeah, I remember just
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Hey, Jeff, what's going on, man?
Oops.
Yeah.
Yes, he's right. That is a good clue. The foreshadowing, where they're kind of like building you up to, and then it get me. That's true.
Yeah, I can remember when just a couple of years ago, I was amazed that some YouTube channels weren't even like a person doing it. I mean, they would type stuff in, but it was like an AI voice, and then everything was AI video created. And right. I can't stand those. I watch a lot of the videos with like murder mystery, not murder mystery, but like there was like a murder and then it was solved, and then it's just all AI created. I hate those ones. And the voice is like,
hi Julie, how you doing, hon?
And it's like, hi, my name is Rob. Today's video, and it's like it's so and I just click right off of it. And then I remember at first listening to him going, this doesn't sound like a person, and then starting to realize that all these, and then AI
you know, that it's digital. Yeah.
It's like,
hey Jeff, you making shadow chickens tonight?
What's that?
I still can't get over. That's freaking hysterical. I'm sorry.
Shadow chickens. What do you mean?
He did a video where.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it. Where it's demonic chickens, and he just come out and mentioned shadow chickens got away, and I just bursted out laughing. Oh man. Let's see, what did we miss here?
Yeah, what do we?
Let's see, Dotson. I found the other night that my Mrs. iPhone had a edit part on it that allows you to speed up or slow down footage. It's great fun to use. Oh, really? Well, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
The stuff we can do with our phones. Oh no, he made Cuban sandwiches. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, my buddy Elby, he goes like that. He said something to me the other day about making Cubans. He goes, "We made Cubans," and I'm like, "You made Cubans? Like, what are you talking about?" I'm like, how do you make Cubans?
Hi, Jaya. Yeah, I've never had one, to be honest. But it sounds. I've seen them, but it's
What do you got? You got I think you got reverb on your. What do you got? Reverb
on this microphone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got everything on here. Like I said, I just hooked the microphone up tonight.
You have the capabilities to scream on there. You got a little scream.
You want to scream?
Yeah, go ahead, scream.
Well, how about a gunshot? You want that instead?
Yeah, shoot me.
Let me see. That working? Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. Jeez. Oh. What else you got?
There's all kinds. I never play with any of these buttons.
Well, come on.
Here,
Who was
you
that?
giggle.
Wait.
I can change the sound of my voice.
Yeah, we want to hear. We want to hear it going. Come on,
Yeah.
talk. Do it. Do
Yeah, I
something.
don't know what it is.
Hi, Julie.
I
Say
have
something
reverb.
with a like.
I don't know. Did they change it?
Yeah, say hello to everybody on the raw side. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the raw side.
There you go. All right. Wait. All right. I got that button too. You guys ready? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the raw side.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Bill and Laura.
Now you shut it all off.
Oh, I have that one too. That's
There
on
we
the
go.
site.
Hey everybody, welcome to the raw side. I'm Bill, and I'm co-hosting with Laura today.
Here, let me. Oh, wait.
I mean, here, let me switch it back.
There.
He's gonna switch it back.
What was that?
I don't know. It was one of the buttons.
So, is there like, hey, do you have a fox? A fox?
Yeah, there's a
growl?
box.
No,
I
a
forgot to
fox.
shut off the other thing here.
Did it go?
Um,
Hey, you know what? I shouldn't have you mess with that because it might.
yeah,
shut
because
off
I don't know
on
how to
you.
shut the damn thing off now.
Yeah. No, it might shut off on you.
Yeah, this is the old one. The new one, this is what the new one looks like. I just gotta get it to where it's working correctly. And like I said, I was running out of time.
Oh,
There's
that's
the
pretty-
new one.
Yeah, that's nice. So, isn't it just plug and play like the other one?
Pretty much, except for the I couldn't get the headphones. I could hear myself, but if anybody responded, it was going through the computer speakers.
And you couldn't hear it in your headphones, so you
I
could
could hear
yourself?
myself, but I
but
couldn't
not-
hear. I couldn't. Everybody, like if you were talking, then I would hear you through the speakers on the computer, not on
Yeah.
the headphones. So, oh, there we go. Figured it out.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's
So it must be a,
Laura,
you
that's
must
a
have a
classic.
setting in there that you got.
So I got to figure it out, and I'm going to need more time. Like I said, I was running out of time because I was supposed to go on, and I'm like, oh
Hi, Julie.
crap! So I just pulled everything apart and put the old one back on, and the old one seems to be working fine right now. Knock on wood. So we'll
Well, if something
we'll just-
happens, I'll just take right over.
just
it.
start signing.
Yeah, and then I'll just be like, I'll translate for you. She says,
First, I'll do the classic sign because it went off. You know,
"We need some hairspray or what?"
I don't know what's going on with this. I just
What,
shake
you
my
got
head
a- We got a
bald.
spider on your head.
Probably. I should have just put it in a ponytail.
Hey, Julie R, what was the best one? Did you like the high pitched one or the low? I like the low one. I think that was the best one.
Oh, when I did the low voice.
I think the low was the best one because that's what we're all about on this channel, not the high pitched one.
Well, the new one's got like monster and
Yeah,
all
bring
kinds of
that
different
back.
voices.
Listen, this is what this today's show is all about. Bring that back and read off the ones that it has. You gotta.
Oh, she wants the high one.
You like the high one? All right.
You got to do the high one, Bill.
Okay, hang on.
And what? This is crack. I don't
Click.
know.
Okay, this is the high one.
There you go.
I,
With the low one, you got to say, "Ooh, oh yeah,
What? Oh, like
oh yeah." That's what she wants on the low one.
Oh yeah.
like Barry White.
Come on, baby.
Oh man.
We could do this all night.
Can you giggle? You like a hee hee. Wait. Yeah, but now here, do me a favor. Now, but also make your voice high, like hee hee hee. Doing the high thing.
I don't know. What is the? I don't know what this one is.
I don't know what this one does. Doesn't do
Oh wait, that's
anything?
the best one. Wait, that one sounds hilarious.
Does it?
Yeah, that one's. Oh my gosh,
It
that's so
doesn't even
funny, that
sound
one.
like anything. I don't know what this one does either. or that one. Like I said, they're all different buttons.
I can't believe
But I
people are
don't-
watching us right now. Are you
I
guys
know.
even entertained?
It's because we're playing with this crap. Like I said, you got, I just gave you a kiss.
I almost spit out my coffee.
My favorite is this one.
What? So like,
Just like corrupting.
I can mock every sound that you do.
Like corrupting Laura Bill. Yeah, I know. Yeah, keep it up.
Can you do like an Arnold? Is that like an Arnold one? Come on, do it.
Do
now.
it now. Yeah.
Get down.
So yeah, the other one has. I usually don't play with all the freaking buttons, but what the hell? You might as well use them, right? Like I said, the new board has a whole bunch of other stuff. And it has where you do karaoke.
Oh, I can't wait.
All kinds of stuff with it.
This is going to be wonderful. Welcome.
I think I'm gonna need. I think I need an extra cable. I think that's the problem.
Welcome to the Raw Side Karaoke.
And introducing Bill.
No.
Take it away, Bill.
Laura, singing Mr. Cracker. What is it you sing? Butt Cracker? What's
Oh,
the
that's
guy?
Uncle Cracker.
Oh, Uncle Butt Crack.
I can't believe you don't know who Uncle Cracker was.
I heard of him, but like, yeah, but I'm into death metal, so yeah. If it's King Diamond and thrash and stuff, yeah.
I don't sing a lot of metal.
Yes, thank you, Julie. We need a thumbs up.
Yes, thank you. We need something.
You know what it is? It's the caffeine kicking in here.
I don't know. I just think it's the heat. It's just frying my brain.
Ugh.
Karaoke is so fun. It is fun. You just got to get everybody involved.
Oh my gosh. So Dotson, yeah. So like, wouldn't it be great if Laura, if we both told the story?
Voices?
Yeah.
Like I said, the other board has like the monster voice, so that would actually be pretty good.
Oh, and you could like switch back and forth.
Back
Oh,
and
you could
forth.
do different. You could do a whole ensemble. Be like,
Yeah.
then
And
he
the little
said,
girl said,
"Get out of here!" Yeah. And then,
Oh, get away from me, Mr. Badman.
and then, see, I don't even need a board. Oh, I have. Yeah. Get back here, little girl.
See, there
Get away from me.
Yeah.
a horror
So
story. in
Dotson,
high
we're gonna
pitch.
leave.
Yeah.
Dotson, you send the script to Laura. You're gonna have to write a story.
And then we'll let Bill play it out.
No, you got the board.
Oh, no board. You just
You
showed
have-
the talent you have. You stepped right in it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, now you stepped in it.
You stepped in it. The big pile. It's you now.
Yeah.
Introducing the man of a million voices.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Mr. Bill and Fang. You'll keep seeing your wife coming in with bottles, with the coffee and the bottles of water.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you just missed it the other night when I was doing an interview with Dom from Investigation 13.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was out here. I ran out of coffee and I started coughing because my throat
Oh,
was getting
I
dry.
did see that part. I did.
Did you see
I
my
was-
son come in with the water?
I did. But I missed what he came in with, though. Because I had to step away for
A
a second.
giant, huge beer mug glass about, I mean, you could fit like a gallon of water in it. I go, look what my son gives me.
He did it on purpose, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay. That's
And
fun.
he's out there laughing at behind the door. What'd they all say? I said, they all thought you're nuts. They all laughed at. I got this big, huge. And then I shut the camera off when I took the drink out of it, just in case I gave myself a bath.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's a little, this is not my favorite. This is a little big. I don't like, because I've explained to you physics before. Like, because the opening is so big, the coffee cools off faster. I like a more narrow and taller. Yeah. So, yeah. So
gotta
you
get one
come
of those
here.
cups. See what you started?
Heard it
Dawson
here
said he's going to
first,
figure
folks.
something out.
Yeah, there. It's got to be spooky.
It was tales told by Bill.
Yeah.
Introducing Carbs and Coffee Spooky Night with Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can't say carbs anymore because people think it's a baking show.
Well, you're going to bake while you tell the story.
Should
So you got to have an apron on.
as we make our homemade spaghetti.
Yeah. Apron, the plastic thing on your head, so the
Yeah.
hair.
Like the Swedish Chef.
Dork, dork.
Birdie, birdie. Remember when you had for like you younger folk, you might not know. I don't know how like our audience is, but like remember when he had Crunchy Stars, the cereal? Crunchy Stars. Remember this? He had like a commercial, and he'd throw them in your Crunchy Stars.
No, I missed that one.
That's it. You know what? I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, "What is this chat
Pick
today?"
it up.
Welcome to the Raw
Hey,
side.
Dom.
Oh, Investigation
That's why I
13.
always send you that other one there with the mana.
Oh yeah. Yeah, whatever that. Yeah, it was a. Hey, who?
How could you not laugh at that?
Oh, dude, I love that one.
Every
My
time
favorite,
somebody's having a bad day, I send them that video.
yeah, but my favorite one, one of my favorite ones is Near and Far with Gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it Gonzo? No, Grover with Grover.
Yeah, yes, Grover.
Near, Far. Yeah.
See, you do the voices really well.
See,
There you go, Johnson.
Investigation
You got to make up
13
something good.
just showed up, and I don't know if you have a first name for Investigation 13.
Yeah, his name is Dom.
Oh, Dom, yes.
D-O-M. Yeah, Dom.
You're just in time for the stupidity and the hilarity of.
He was fixing supper. What did you have? Here
I
comes the
grilled-
food portion.
Here we go. Well, let's start with you, Laura. What did you have?
Let's see. I actually really didn't eat anything. I've got roast pork lo mein waiting for me in the microwave.
Oh, you didn't eat yet?
No, I told you I was playing around with this effing board.
Oh, well, tell you what. Why don't you bring it in and just shut
And
the
eat in
camera
front of
down?
everybody?
Yeah, why not?
No, that's rude.
I had I grilled ribs actually. Yeah, dude, it was so good. Yeah.
Whatever. Goodbye. No.
Peace out. I don't know what that
Shut
noise
your
is.
ass up. Ribs. Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice. Here, and the rest of us are starving, wasting away to nothing, and you had ribs.
Ribs, and the wifey bought corn on one of the sides, the stands on the side of the road, from the farmer.
Amish corn.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. I don't think it was Amish, but it was sweet corn
Okay.
from the 13. It was cheap actually. It was 13 years for $7.50, which was cheap.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, so that was pretty good.
I'm gonna have kusa this weekend.
What are you gonna have?
Everybody's like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah,
It's called kusa. It's kusa. It's a Lebanese dish.
Yep.
It's stuffed summer squash. So you've got little green summer squash that's stuffed with meat, rice, and spices, and it's cooked in a very thin tomato sauce.
Ooh, that sounds good. Actually,
And it is the bomb.
So I just heard of. You ever heard of spaghetti squash?
Yes, and I've never tried it. I heard it's excellent.
I just heard of it. My neighbor was telling me about it. It sounds horrible. So anybody that's never
You
heard
gotta
of
roast it
yeah, you eat it. It's all stringy.
like spaghetti,
Yes.
but you roast it in the oven. Michelle, you fix it. He'll eat it.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I'm not a huge squash fan,
I heard.
but
it's
what you just
really
said
good.
sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's this is kind of, you could put this in like salads or this and that. It's like a little green summer squash. It's very very good.
Squash is not that good.
Depends on who's making it.
Dom, you are correct. I agree.
Depends
It's
on
not
who's making
that
it.
good. I could. It's like a take it or leave it. I would definitely leave it.
You got to doctor it up with salt,
If somebody was
peppers,
like,
some butter,
"Would you-"
a little brown sugar.
If somebody was like, "Would you like a bowl of squash or would you like a bowl of dirt?" I'd be like, dirt, please.
All right, I'm gonna remember you said that. So when I bring you some,
No, I'd eat if you.
no,
Dude, if you made it, I would eat it. What are they bowling up there? What is?
probably.
We don't even have a bowling ball, but I think they're bowling up there. Let's see. Kind of random
Awesome wants to
question.
know, kind of a random question. Can you explain a bit about the elementals? Are and they negative or kind of fairies are elementals? Yes.
I'll let you answer that. Fairies
Did
are.
I read that correctly?
I'm. You lost me after elementals. Let me see. Let me read the
Sorry
big.
for the
Let me read the big.
typos.
Kind of random question. Can you explain a bit about what elementals are, and are they negative or kind? Fairies are elementals. Yes.
Well, I mean, if you believe in fairies, they say some fairies are really nasty little critters. You always show in Disney how, they're cute and they're pretty and they're so friendly. But actually, if you hear, I don't know, well, fairies are pretty much like an Irish tale.
Yeah.
I believe Irish or Scottish tale and they're actually nasty little creatures.
I do cook, but I have a problem with it. But yeah. If you ever saw the movie The Labyrinth, there was a like little evil fairy that was really
Yeah,
cute.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right.
And like it would.
Julie
it's
says
strong.
Irish, yeah.
Um, I personally just, I mean, that's why I let you answer that one, Laura, because I don't. That's something I don't believe in. I don't believe
Believe
that
in
stuff. Yeah, I don't believe in fairies and stuff. But
the only fairy that I've seen is the one that's on my ankle.
the only
To be
fairy that
honest.
I know of is a dude that lives down the road. And no, I'm kidding. Sorry for the typos. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I figured
We
that.
kind of figured it out, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, Julie says yes. It's Irish folklore, fairies,
Yeah. So Julie, my mother
imps,
was
stuff like that.
Irish and Italian. So I grew up. My dad was Scottish, but like he didn't like really embrace his Scottish side. But
So
my
you
mother
had
was.
fairy stew and stuff like that,
Oh, my mother like super and she was Irish Catholic, Roman Catholic,
right?
Irish Roman Catholic. However she wanted to mix it, whatever how she felt super that morning, and she like whatever day, like I mean she was like super superstitious about lots of things, like a black cat walking in your path, don't step under a ladder, 7 years bad luck with, so like yeah, so all that stuff, like fairies and stuff. My mother was all
Oh, it
into
would be
that stuff.
fantastic if it was true. I actually, yeah, I don't believe in those either. But some people do. That's okay. Whatever, floats your boat. That's cool. But from what I say, it's always, Disney always portrays them as, happy, helpful, like Tinkerbell and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
No. I think it's pretty much, if you go by Irish folklore, they're nasty little critters that cause mischief. So
Right.
if you've got stuff missing in your house, it was the fairies that stole it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or, if something is a big mess, it's the fairies that dumped it over.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, and isn't there tales about how fairies used to steal children? Steal babies. I think that's pretty much, yeah, that there was stories out there.
Pretty much, be honest with you, pretty much anything goth or Celtic was like it's kind of evil. Like, I mean,
Very dark.
yeah, and that's like because everything that from like the Celtic side is oppressive, because the English were always oppressing the Irish.
Well,
So
yeah, it
a
was
lot,
very oppressed people.
yeah, like Scotland and Ireland are it's a very oppressed people, and they were enslaved too. So like they were not a very happy people. In fact, Irish step dancing, people might not know this. Maybe Julie does. She looks like with her last name D. she might be. Anyways, a lot of people don't know why Irish step dancing, why they don't move their arms. Have you ever wondered that?
I'm guessing maybe it's representing oppression or restriction.
You're close on the last one. The English didn't want the English troops didn't want Irish. They didn't want them to be happy. They didn't want them to celebrate. So therefore, they didn't want them laughing or showing any sort of celebration. So they didn't want them dancing. So of course, you can't hold somebody down. You can't hold them back.
Right.
You can't. A human being needs to show, emotion and things like that. So the Irish, they would want to dance. Anybody would want to dance and show, happiness or anything like that. Celebrate a birthday, whatever it may be. Yep, exactly. So what they would do is they would move their legs and their feet instead and have their hands down. So
you couldn't see them rejoicing.
exactly. So or they would be like on horseback. The English would be on horseback, like a warrior or whatever. And they would see them, say, bouncing up and down, but they wouldn't know they were dancing. They couldn't see
Right.
their legs. Therefore, they wouldn't get in trouble, because if they saw them dancing, moving their arms, they would know they were dancing, and it was forbidden to dance. So that's how that came about, to not move their arms.
Ah, so it's kind of like, yeah, you assholes can't see me, but my feet are dancing.
Right. So they would be like, wait, what are you doing? So they couldn't accuse them of dancing. They would only see them popping up and down.
Right, because
And
their
they'd be
arms
saying,
weren't moving.
"Oh, I jumped because I saw a snake," something like that. So that's how that came about.
That's actually very interesting. I never thought about looking that up.
Yeah. So
Very interesting. Let's see what Dom got to say here. He says, Irish folk would dance with the death to celebrate their life.
yeah, and read this one above it too. Yep. So
Right.
exactly. Yep. Impose silent to that. Yeah. Very, very well said. I like the.
Right.
Sometimes I can't always.
British soldier would impose the silence to the Irish. Okay, yeah,
Exactly.
because they were a very oppressed group of people. So it would make sense. So if they want to show joy and they want to dance but not be busted, they would. Yeah.
The Irish
Pretty neat.
were slaves. Were enslaved, and they were slaves. They
Right.
manual labor, and so yep.
Pretty neat. Would people find out? Like, because you never know. You just figure, okay, that's something they do, but everything has a history.
And it has a reason. Yep.
Everything has a history. We just take for granted, okay, that's something that they do. But yeah, everything has a history. The older generation of my family still opens all the windows and covers all the mirrors when there is a death in the family. Yes, I know people that do that. Yes.
Yeah. Of course, Laura, remember my first time on here? I told you that story.
Yes, when you were working in the senior center there,
Yep.
the lady asked for you to open the window.
Yep. Just before she died.
And I mean, I knew that people did that, but I have never heard anybody requesting that. So that blew my mind.
I didn't know that.
She knew she was passing and she needed you to open the window.
That freaked me out, man. And then that dude saying, "Yep, just make sure you open up the window." And I'm like, "What?" That was crazy. Rather than getting into that whole story again for everybody, but yeah, if you want to, that was I don't know, it's probably like 8 videos ago on Laura's channel.
Maybe something like that. Yeah, you were talking about
I told that whole story about my experiences in the paranormal, and that was one of them. What a story! That was an amazing story of a death that I experienced. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
Yep.
So actually, a good story for you to submit to me.
Yeah, actually,
I don't add anything unless I get everybody's okay. You got
Yep.
to, but that would be a good story to share.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've always heard that they say that people open windows for that purpose.
Yeah.
But I never heard. You're the first time I've ever heard anybody say that the person themselves has actually requested you to open the window.
Right. And then
That was really freaky.
yeah, and then the way that it all happened too, where like I have no clue what anybody was talking about. Like it's not like it was in my head where like, no, I heard about that. Like, and then going out to the nurse's station, and I was like, dude, I think Celeste just died, and then like came back to life. And he goes, yeah, it happens. Just make sure you open up the window. And I was like, what? Yeah. Make sure you open the window so that her spirit can leave.
Like, what the hell is that?
And then, yeah. So anybody that's intrigued by that story, please go see that first episode of Laura. One of the first episodes. I think it's the very first episode we did.
It could be.
Yeah,
could
I think
be.
it's the first one we did. Yeah, that you actually did. I think it was your first live. I think it was your first one. But anyway, yeah.
It was one of those, but yeah, because we got into that story. And
Mhm.
like I said, yeah, I've always heard that, growing up, that you open the window so the spirit can travel. But like I said, I never heard anybody say, hey, well, the person themselves said open the window.
Yeah, especially when it was especially we all know that like old people get very cold very fast, and it was
Right.
like 20 below outside, and it was a blizzard. And when I
And
opened up
she
the window,
wanted it
like snow
open.
was like coming into the room, and then she like died. I
Yeah.
looked over, and then like I shook her back to life. It's crazy.
The family of the dead people would take the bodies by the front door for the mourning. Oh, and
So that yeah,
yeah, so instead of having them come in,
yeah.
enter the dead, but would take the back door in another direction to fool the dead, just so they did not come back in to haunt them. See, isn't it? It's the stuff that you find out. Hi, Foxfire. How are you?
Dom, is that an Irish thing? Are you talking about? Because that to me sounds like a very ritualistic Irish thing. Like I've heard um like is that the old country thing? Like an old country thing you talking about?
It could be.
Hi Foxfire. How you doing?
Yes, I've heard of that where they would put silver dollars
On
also
their eyes.
on their eyes. Yeah.
Yep, I heard about that too. I was just watching a
Because that's where
Twilight
that
Zone.
saying comes: steal the coins off a dead man's eyes.
I was just watching a Twilight Zone episode where the guy goes, he was like, and I bet you can't wait till I'm dead to put. He said, I bet you can't wait to put silver coins on my eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's an Irish thing.
Yep, exactly. Because like I said, my great grandmother's maiden name is Doyle, so that's as Irish as you can get. And all the time, I'd always be like surrounded by like, oh, don't leave your hat on a bed. Don't put your hat on the table. Like I was always like scared to do something. I was always like, oh, can't do that.
Wasn't there one? Don't put your shoes under the bed or something like that too, or something
Stuff like crazy. Like
weird stuff.
I
Yeah.
remember dropping a knife on the floor. Oh, company's coming. Like there was always like something would always like, it was never a normal day. Like,
Right.
oh, you moved that. Don't you know now that something's gonna happen? Like it was always
Jesus.
something. Yeah.
Jeez. No, I always heard what the broom fell over company was coming.
I think that's an Italian thing because we had the Italian thing. We have Fusco, and I know dropping a knife on the floor. I think that was the Italian thing that company's coming. And if it was a fork, it was something different. It's like
Julie says, don't position your bed where your feet are facing the door. Oop, I'm in trouble because that's the way mine is.
yeah. I wonder what that.
I wonder what that's about. What's it about, Julie? Do you know? Another Irish friend I never understood. Don says, my boss is Irish and Montreal was a great Irish community. That's why I know so much. Oh, okay. All right. So maybe Don knows. Why can't you have your feet facing the doorway? I don't get that one. That one's
Yeah.
I figure if they're facing the doorway, it's you get a better chance to run out the door.
To kick them in the. Yeah.
Well, not for nothing. My bedroom isn't that big. Bedroom furniture is big, so there's only one way it's gonna fit.
Right. Yeah. So you got no choice.
So I mean, and the way I sleep. Of course, I rather have it that way. I would be by the door, and so I have a friend who says that she never let her husband sleep next to the door. She was always on the further side, or he would always sleep by the door. She goes, if the burglar come in, they'd get him first, and they gave her time to get out.
Yeah, Foxfire.
Say nice.
My dad is like 100% Scottish, but he never got into like that stuff. He would always like kind of roll his eyes. In fact, he hated cemeteries. But like my mother was like, I kind of feel like my mom was very proud of like superstition. She'd always like kind of like, oh no, you're not supposed to do that. It's bad luck to blah blah blah, and it's good luck to do this. It's bad luck to do that. And I remember when
very superstitious.
Yeah, and I remember when my grandmother passed away. Like there was like a cardinal on the fence. She's like, "Oh, that's your grandmother," and I'm like, "No, it's a cardinal." Like, and I know a lot of people believe that, but to me, it's a bird. But that was my mom. Like she's grew up Irish, but like, and she was taught all that stuff from my Italian grandmother. Which
okay, Blossom, thanks for joining. Hope you're having something good for dinner.
Oh, see ya. Thanks, Blossom.
we'll be here probably for a little while. So if you pop back in, this is where we'll be. Probably still talking about weird stuff. So
I wonder
really,
what you're
since
having
she has
for
no idea, these Irish lists go on and on. Oh, I'm sure they do. And
Yeah.
every nationality has their own set of weird superstitions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as far as my family, we never really, I don't know, we're not superstitious, but I'm sure there's a ton for either side. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like I've walked under a ladder. The reason you don't walk under a ladder is so that the bucket don't hit you on the head if it's falling.
Yeah.
That's the only. I mean, come on.
Well, how about like you never like walk over top of somebody's grave, stuff like that.
Well, that's a respect thing
That's a
as far
respect
as
thing,
I'm
too.
concerned. But I've done it. I mean, sometimes you have no choice.
But I remember like being graveside for like a burial, and like everybody's like leaning on the headstones and everything, like standing on top. No headstones that
Yeah,
are
I don't
like
do
that are-
that. There's just some certain things you don't do.
but like headstones that are like level.
Right.
There's like people they're standing on their headstone, and I like remember looking down, going like it was crowded and like nobody like there's nowhere to stand, and like they're standing on somebody's
You
headstone.
got to stand where you can stand.
Yeah, I'm like,
Now,
okay.
Foxfire says no shoes on the table. I know it was something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Room
that's
drops
cool,
means
yeah.
that company's coming. That's the.
Mhm.
I had a friend of mine said, "What does it mean when your hand, your
Yes.
palm itches?"
Yes,
And it says, "Yeah, money's coming." I said, "No, it means your palm's itching."
my mother used to say that. Yep. Oh, it means you're gonna come in, and I was like
Well,
I
it's
don't know,
one
like
side.
12
What
years
is it?
old.
Foxfire, if you remember what it is, I know it's one hand. It's you're going to get money. The other hand means you're going to be paying it out. And I told my girlfriend, it means your hand itches. That's all that means.
I know. It means I touched poison oak or something, man.
You got to itch,
Yeah.
My Irish granny nearly had a fit when I opened a number. Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that one too.
My grandmother didn't like that either. I think what's the difference?
Yeah. Yep.
Bad luck. No, it's not.
Yep. See, my grandmother, she was 50-50 Irish and Italian. And yeah, and then the story I told you, where her husband came to the door and said it wasn't your time yet, and she wanted to go with him.
Right.
He had passed away already. She was Doyle, Adeline Doyle.
Okay.
And he was Tony Fusco.
Were
So he
they,
was
were
one
they
of the
related to
guys.
Doyle's Hardware?
No, but the Doyles that fought in the Civil War, and so I have a lot of people that were in the in
The Civil War ancestors?
Yes, yeah, it was pretty neat.
In
They're
the family
buried up.
tree?
Yeah, they're buried up north.
Ah, yes. All right. Foxfire says she's heard of it, but she's not sure. Yeah, I think if it's the right hand, you're going to get money. The left hand, I think you pay out. And so, like Bill said, if you got poison ivy, then
Yeah, it's poison oak. or something.
you're going to be scratching all the time. So don't,
Yeah, I know
you'll
when I
be
get
paying
done.
out to buy Elmine lotion.
I know when I get done cutting the grass with my lawn tractor, I'm like, man, my palm of my hand itches. Must be something on the steering wheel. It's poison sumac.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of that around your house.
Yeah, we do. But you know what? I think I'm so immune to like poison ivy and stuff. I could walk through it in shorts and like it doesn't bother me anymore.
That's what it is. If you're not allergic, then it's not going to bother you. Because like the poison sumac, when I used to go pick grape leaves down the street from us, that stuff was all over, and I used to reach right through there and grab the leaves off the vine, and I never had a problem.
In fact, when I cut the grass, it like that the flower pot things it dumps on me, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just if you're allergic.
Yeah.
Like anything else. But yeah, that's the superstition is a funny thing. I've got actually a friend of mine. I don't know, I think I might have told you guys this before, but she's very superstitious.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
She's Dominican, and oh my goodness, she is. I've tried everything to stop her from getting scammed from some other woman across seas, saying that I'm protecting your soul. You've got to send me this amount of money, and I said, the woman's a scam artist. You're getting screwed. No, you don't understand. It's okay.
Yeah. And it depends on how you were raised. Like my mother, she was raised like, oh, that cardinal, it's a dead person visiting you, a dead family member.
Right,
Like,
right.
but I do have to say, I was raised that way too. But my belief system has changed where I don't believe in that stuff anymore.
Right. Woo. That just made me jump.
Who
Actually,
jumped?
no, I've
Spider?
no, my phone went off and vibrated, made me jump. Say, what the hell is that? Yeah, I've heard that about butterflies too. If a certain butterfly comes down, and I'm not that kind of a person. I've heard all the sayings, and there's a lot of people that believe in them, but
Yeah.
like I said, yeah, it's a cardinal, it's a bird.
Yeah.
I have a cardinal nest that's in the tree next door. So they're in our yard all the time.
Right.
So it's I just guess it's if it makes you feel good, then hey, why not? But,
Yeah. So my question would be like, say that was
nice.
true
Go ahead.
as investigators, right? Or as an investigator. If that whole thing is true, if you have a cardinal nest, right? Okay.
Right.
So if that's true, okay, so investigators should be able to get called up and say, hey, this whole theory with cardinals, I have a nest. I mean, it's like 10 feet away from my house. Can you bring your REM pod and everything, bring it over? And I have like family members that are like trying to contact me because I have a nest right here. So like they should be able to, and so some people that think they're mediums, they should be able to come over and go, yeah, that's your grandpa John over there. And or I'm sorry, but I just don't believe in any of that stuff. But they should be able to bust out their REM pod, and that should be like their ghost, right? It's just a bird.
Right. I don't know. I wouldn't think it would work that way.
No, because it's just a bird.
Right.
I mean, so
but I'm saying if you do believe in that sort of thing, I don't think that they would work in the same way as if you were using the equipment on a location.
And that's the thing. If you believe in that, that's the thing. Like it's because you believe in it. That's the thing. Like
So
it's
just, yeah. If you, like I said, if you're raised and you believe in those things,
then you believe in it.
You believe in it, unless something in your life changes that, then.
But if you're raised to believe that it's just a bird,
change.
Then it's a bird. It's a
right. Where was the? Right, because Firefox had on there. Yeah, so they used to have a witch riding a broom hanging in the kitchen, and it was called the. I do remember those, the Good Luck Kitchen Witch. I do remember.
I think my mom was weird. My mom, because of the Gothic thing, Irish is Gothic.
Yeah.
Goth is a dark thing, and my mother was like dark too. So I think she had one of those things too.
I do remember those, believe it or not. I think my mother might have had one.
Yeah, was that like an 80s or 90s thing?
Yeah,
like
they were cute.
Thing. Yeah.
Actually, I think she would only put it out during Halloween.
Yeah,
I think that's why that's when I used to see it. But yeah, now see here's the thing. Your mother was she a strict Roman Catholic?
Oh, only. So okay.
So I'm saying if she does that and her superstitions and all of that.
No, she
wasn't. How this stuff collides.
She was. Okay, sorry if I'm boring everyone with my stumbling, but
no, well, it's just it's kind of
okay. She was when I became a born again Christian. She was because she didn't like that. She was like, well, you're a Roman Catholic. How dare you? But I call her a CEO. She was a CEO. Christmas, Easter only.
Okay, there you go.
So. No, she wasn't.
She was a holiday Catholic.
Right. So
right.
So what I feel though, like, is that she would boastfully say she was Roman Catholic, but she never went to church.
Well, I mean, that's not, you can't say it's a bad. Because even though she
Yeah,
still, you know, that's what her beliefs were. That's might have been her practices. But
right.
she just didn't attend the church.
Yeah, she
And
didn't attend. She didn't go to
so, I
church.
mean, it
She
didn't make it
but
that she was a
also,
bad Catholic. It's
but
just
she
that
also
she didn't attend.
but she also didn't read the Bible. She also didn't.
So,
And when I would ask her things about the Bible, she didn't know how to answer them.
yeah, she just did
So
it her own way.
she
So,
just made me go to Catholic school.
right. Oh, because that's what they did. That's what they did back then.
Yeah. So
Yeah. As far as, well, no, we didn't. We always put the umbrellas in the house. We shook them off, and then we'd bring them in and then collapse them because we had like a hallway, a
yeah,
breezeway, whatever you want to call it.
we
And there was a
see.
spot there where you left the wet umbrellas.
Yeah, Foxfire. We do. I say we, my wife, but we have like an umbrella thing. Like it's like a narrow like bin. It's tall.
Right.
And it doesn't open up, but like you kind of leave it open, but it like so it can like dry.
So it can dry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened them up in the house. And last time I did it, I forgot who was here, and they were screaming at me. I'm like, I gotta check to see if it's broken because I was getting rid of a bunch of umbrellas. I'm not gonna know if it's broken unless I open it. You know, so,
Yeah, I've opened them in the house because again, I don't believe in that stuff. Like
yeah,
I'm
I
not.
don't.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Let me see. You guys, I hope we aren't boring you with this stuff, but
It's just a little bit of everything.
I know.
Little bit of everything.
If anybody wants to join on the chat and enter
The crazy.
the domain here, whip out your camera, man. Come on,
That's.
come in
I'm glad you said camera.
and whip out your camera.
Yeah, camera. She said, let's see. Foxfire says, oh, yes, Investigation 13s. I've heard of the carrying out the dead thing. Actually, yes. I know of a house, actually. That's the one I'm trying to get an investigation finished on. In the kitchen, there's a death door. And I had never heard of that until I'd been in this house. And they said, yeah, that's when if somebody passed away in the home, and there was no stairs. It was so the hearse would back up to this door. They would open the door up, and that's in the kitchen, and then they would carry the body out through that door.
And what is
and
this?
It was known as the death door.
What is this place?
It's the place that I go up to there up north, where I stay with my friend. It's a house of hers.
But what did it used to be? Why would it have a death?
It's a historical home.
But did they used to just kill a person?
No.
once a
Some
day to have a
people
death
lived
door?
there, but that was one of the features in the house. They called it the death door. So if somebody died in the home, you didn't have to carry all through the house or whatever. This was just right.
It has to have been built in the Victorian era.
Yeah, well, yeah. The house is
Okay.
a couple hundred years old. Yeah.
Okay, because everything in the Victorian era was all about death.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's weird because I'm thinking, why did they have this door here? There's no stairs. So yeah, that was explained to me. That was called the death door. I'm like, all right.
So is it like literal? Is it dubbed the death door? You know how things are named a certain thing?
Yeah, that's what she
Not
called it. Well, because that's the only time they would use it.
Okay,
Otherwise, the door was closed.
Okay, so like maybe it's not really like a death, like it's just a figurative word of some
It's
sort.
just what they called it, and that's
Okay.
the only time the door was used.
I left my umbrella.
Odd, but yeah, really, that's what it was.
That's a good idea, Foxfire. Leave them in the tub to dry.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate umbrellas. My wife,
We have some good ones out now.
I know, but I'll like leave the house and my wife's like, "Don't you want an umbrella?" I'm like,
No.
I'm a guy. No, I'll get
Wear
beat up.
hat.
Like, we want me to get beat up?
You'll have the umbrella to defend yourself. How?
Yeah, get back.
You get your.
Get back.
Some of them got them pointy metal ends.
Yeah, that's true. Like, on God.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking of
God.
that.
Yo, man, what you doing with that umbrella? Guys, my wife gave it to me.
And all of a sudden, your ninja comes out.
Yeah.
He starts spinning it around. Don't be messing with me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know, Foxfire. I think it's
It's just a guy thing.
So I had this dude, like, we would I don't know, Laura, what school did you go to? Did you ever go to the UFA?
I went to UFA, yes.
Okay, so did I. So we would go from like UFA and we'd walk to like KFC, right? And I remember it was raining one time, and this really geeky kid, which he's probably like a billionaire right now, like doing like computer programming or something like
Probably.
that. But he goes, it was raining, and I was like, Miles, we like started running. He's like, you'll get 40% more rain on you if you run. If you walk, you get 40% less rain on you.
Okay.
And I started thinking about what he was talking about. Like the rain was like falling straight down. And like he was like saying, like, so if you run, you're gonna like the water would like hit you.
Right. You're running into it.
And like I remember like, you know, I don't know, was I like 16 or something? Like being
You're probably
like,
thinking, who sits home and figures this stuff out?
but I was like, oh shut up. Like what a doof. But like now, like I'm like, he's so right. Like just the top of your head's really gonna get wet, you know, like if you just walk straight up and just walk. But I remember just like this doofus, he's like, you're gonna get 40% more rain on you, 40% wet, whatever. And I was just like, but that dude was so right. So now, like I swear, whenever my wife's like, don't you want an umbrella? I'm like,
you start running, you think about it.
yes, I don't run. I don't run in the rain anymore. So
Oh my
anybody
God.
listening, just
See the
don't run in
impression he
rain.
left on you?
Yeah, no. So you know what I say to my wife? You're gonna get 40% more water on you if you run in the rain.
Does she look at you and then hit you with the umbrella? Or
Yeah, she pokes me, and then I go downstairs and I do computer programming and make
Oh,
billions of
geez.
dollars. Not.
I would have said that to I would have just looked at the kid and go, who thinks about that stuff?
Your dad used to say that, Foxfire? Are you serious for real? Because wait, is your dad this kid?
Yeah. You're in trouble
Where are
now.
you from? You're not from New York State, are you? Maybe this is that.
She's gonna tell him where you
look at-
live.
No,
And the next thing screaming in your yard is gonna be you.
you are from New York? No, you're not. Okay.
No,
No, you look too young.
you're safe.
His kids will probably be about, that's because he's probably 50. So
She's from the city.
oh, you're from the city?
So you may not be safe. Don't
Cup of coffee.
you said that the kid went to UFA?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if her
My
father was here in this area and went to
She looks
UFA,
young. She looks like 20. So there's no way he's probably got a 30-year-old kid now. I mean, yeah.
well, yeah, it would, yeah. You're gonna say, "Oh, God, hey, this guy was talking about." He's gonna show him your picture. He's gonna say, it's you," and
The guy could be your dad.
he's gonna end up at the end of your driveway.
Dad, some dude's talking about you. So I heard you're taking my advice.
I found you.
You're taking my
Taking
advice.
my place.
And by the way, it was 60%. You get 60% less on you than the 40.
You misquoted me.
You misquoted me, jackass. Have you learned nothing
Right.
after all these years?
And seeing that you made fun of me.
I shall destroy you from remotely with zeros and ones.
Zeros.
Oh man,
I know. So
New York City.
You just wonder where people
My sister lives in the city.
You gotta love. I don't know. Do you like living in the city? Too busy for me.
I was there last year. I loved visiting. I bought a fake Rolex. That was fun.
Did it have guts in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got lucky one then.
It's awesome. I love it. In fact, the dude was like,
He had the trench coat on with opened up each side to show you the watches that he had.
No, he you get the same amount of rain on you if you want to run via Mythbusters. Oh, really?
Mythbusters. I love Mythbusters.
Yes,
I
no
missed
kidding,
that
Julie.
show.
Thank you. That's cool that they did that one. I love
So
it.
see,
I love
who was
Adam.
wrong.
I love Adam Savage. He's got a YouTube channel I'm subscribed to. I love watching.
And my son and I used to watch Mythbusters all the
Yeah.
time.
I love watching his YouTube channel. It's a very nerdy, very geeky, very I love watching his stuff. He'll do stuff like he'll organize like a bolt drawer and nuts and bolts and washers.
And
That's how
everybody's
nerdy
watching that.
me. Yeah, that's how nerdy like I am.
Okay,
Like,
well, not for nothing. Look, we're shitting out.
I know.
People are watching it.
So Foxfire, I was saying that my sister, hey
Oh,
Dom,
welcome back, Dom.
I was saying that my sister lives down in Queens. She just got like a huge promotion. She is a VP of a bank in Harlem now, and she has to like take the subway. It takes her an hour and a
Well,
half.
she lives in Vermont now,
Oh, you do?
but she was from Queens.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Are you glad to be
Sure,
out of there?
yeah, I'm sure she probably enjoys Vermont much better. Vermont's beautiful.
Yeah. Flushing, cool. Hey, Run DMC made that song.
Hi, Antone. Welcome. What, Flushing, Queens?
Yeah.
Does
It's
he,
something
you know,
about Flushing, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. Remember that song by Run DMC?
no.
Oh yeah, it was the Christmas song by Run DMC. Everybody's like, "Who's Run DMC, Bill?"
No, I know who it is, but no,
I
I don't
know you
remember
do.
that.
I know you do, but everybody else.
Oh,
I know
yes,
is
Vermont
like,
is better. Yeah, I figured it would be. It's gorgeous in the autumn. Even though we don't do too shabby here, where we are during the fall
Yeah.
season, but Vermont, yeah, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't blame you, Julie. I don't like big cities either.
Okay.
And I've always, like I said, I've always wanted to go to the UK because, like when you see on TV all these little cottages and beautiful gardens, and it's just, I was meant to live there, but I don't. Oh no, Thing has returned. Tell Thing I need to refill.
Tell somebody.
Wouldn't it be funny if her hand just automatically just appeared from the doorway?
Oh,
And
that'd be so funny, man.
damn, Michelle, your arm's long.
Where's George? Tell him to get you something.
Who the heck knows what he's doing? She says she lives where there's less than 700 people. Nice. Dom has had family in Queens and Brooklyn. Ooh, them tough Brooklyn people.
That's pretty.
Oh, see, Julie's totally lucky. Yeah,
Julie,
pretty
where's
where I
Julie?
live.
I mean, without saying like what state are you in, Julie?
Well, she's in the UK, so out in the country there in the
cool.
UK. She's got one of those lovely little cottages with the ivy and the garden gate and
Oh wow.
a sea of flowers, right? I should have an entire English garden in my front lawn, but all the critters like to eat everything. So yeah. It's gotten larger since she was a child. Yeah, that's the problem. You got to shoo them all the way. Everybody's leaving the cities because they don't want to deal with the filth and the noise, and
Yeah.
so they're moving out.
So Julie R is from the UK?
Right.
Oh wow, okay. And Julie D, where's she from?
Oh no. Julie J is from the UK, and then you got Julie R.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that's where I was answering. I just seen it and
Sorry.
seen
Yeah.
Julie. I'm sorry.
There's
You're
two
just
Julies.
yakking away. I don't know what I'm
Julie.
doing.
There's two Julies. Yeah.
A bungalow with a garden full of wildlife. Yeah, see, that's
Oh, cool.
what I need. We're all coming to hang out at your house.
Yeah. Two Julies in the chat. Yeah, Julie.
Just so you know, my trouble is I ain't gonna get on a plane, so you might as well forget it. Oh,
Yeah.
she was born in Long Island.
Yeah, Foxfire. I always see when I'm on like Marketplace, I'm always like seeing some cool cars and stuff. And then like with no rust and everything. I'm like, oh, or motorcycles, and I'm like, and then I see like where they're at. They're like on like Staten Island and stuff. I'm like, I am not driving down there to go get that. But I'm always like, well,
Some
maybe I
people
can
will
go.
though.
I know, but I'm like, well, maybe I can like, I'll go see my sister, stay there for free. But then I'm like, I just don't want to go. I just don't want to go down there. She's like right. You could see her apartment is right on the water, and you could see JFK, like right there, like right across the bay. It's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Would you ever think about taking a train down and then?
I did. That's what I did.
Oh,
Yep, that's what I did. But honestly, I mean, you do it once, and then like, I mean, I went to Times Square and stuff, and like,
yeah,
I
it's
I already
nice.
did it.
Okay,
I
right.
already did it, and like, so
Yeah,
that's
I want nothing to do with the city.
Yeah.
It's too much. Too many people. Too much chaos. Too much noise. Just like my sister, her husband had to go to work, and where they went was in Vegas. So of course he's going to visit the Strip while he's there in Vegas.
right.
And he did a video, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just so loud.
Yeah,
It was horribly loud.
I almost got nailed, man, when I was in Times Square by the big black SUV limousine, man. I stepped out.
It was somebody famous.
Yeah, I don't know. It was probably Howard Stern.
Just run that guy over. I'm in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. But and then we went to like Times Square or Rockefeller Center and stuff. But we did go to Ground Zero,
Right.
which was really nice. I mean, it was pretty cool to go there, and it was nice. Yeah, it was pretty nice. And Wall Street, Trinity
Did you have
Church.
any good food while you were there? That's the only reason George would want to go. He wants to go for the delis.
No. Be honest with you, the sandwiches are great. But there's really nothing that great.
Really?
Yeah, the food in Utica is better.
Wow. Even the pizza?
Dude, yeah. Our pizza's killer.
Holy crap! That one surprises me.
Yeah, Laura, I wouldn't go there for you. You're gonna be really disappointed. It is quite the most amazing place on earth, if you ask me. It really is. The cemetery. Oh, the cemetery where like Alexander, the Treasury, Department of Treasury, where he's buried. That there's like a cemetery in the middle of Manhattan is like crazy. And then
Really?
Yeah, and then there's like buildings and stuff, like St. John's Chapel is there and stuff.
Right.
That's like amazing to me.
Dom, this is the pizza. Oh,
I miss you.
if there was a way I could ship you one, I would. By
Yeah.
the time you get it, it would be Irish pizza. It'd be green and furry.
You know the Tony's Pizza near Big Apple?
Yes.
That was
Yes.
good. That I just had that last week. It took my daughters there. That was really good.
Oh, I like the one around the corner from our house.
Yeah, I never get near you.
Right
Where's-
around. Well,
Which one's that?
it's too good to come to mind.
You talking about
Moiseville Street.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Matt lives right down the road from you.
Man, who?
Michelle's son.
Oh, yeah. They're not too far from me. Yeah.
You know where the Rose Lawn is? The fire hall. There's like a fire hall down that way. He lives right next door there.
Oh.
But yeah. You like pizza, boys?
Eh.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little too expensive. Central Park hot dogs also. Oh. Never been to Central Park. But we have some pretty good hot dogs in our areas.
Yeah, Hoffman's the best. I love
Yes,
Hoffman
that's what we
hot
use,
dog.
Hoffman.
Yeah. I don't use anything else.
And I'm not going to be like Crow. Sorry, Crow. No mayonnaise on my hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
He
put it
says
right-
it's great.
I put it right on the tip.
Oh. Well, you might as well just inject the hot dog with the mayonnaise then.
Yeah. it
You
doesn't
get
make
some with
sense.
every bite.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I like it that way.
I like to inject it. Dotson goes, "Are you summoning?" I doubt I'm summoning. I think he's live, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. But I know if we say his name probably 3 times and walk backwards, he might show up.
Yeah. I watched The King of Queens You know that show King of Queens with James Kevin James.
Yeah.
I have it on DVD, but anyways, yeah, he was like putting mayo on a hot dog in one of the episodes.
Rose says it's good.
You know what? He can. I mean, I like mayo, but like,
Well, he loves mayonnaise and he likes hot dogs, but it's that's what happens, Laura. Yeah, it's true. Everybody they say his name 3 times,
they
and he
say
usually
it's like
pops
Beetlejuice.
in. Right there, I'm saying Crow. Everybody channel Crow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried Arby's, the horsey sauce.
Yeah.
I put that on a hot dog,
Oh,
which is pretty good.
I would try that. I love their horsey sauce.
Julie R says no mayonnaise on a hot dog. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't.
Actually, no, if you think about it, what's a hot dog? It's just
Bologna.
bologna.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever had fried bologna?
Yeah. Oh, I love fried bologna.
Yeah, me too. With mustard.
And with mustard.
Yeah.
So, but on
Thank you.
regular bologna, I have put mayonnaise on it. So
Yeah, me too.
hot dog probably does taste pretty good with mayonnaise.
Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. You know what?
Maybe if you eat it cold. I
No.
think it's the turn off. It's a hot dog, I don't know. Maybe that's the turn off for me.
See, it's not making sense in my head. Onions and mustard.
Yes. That's
Oh,
what I like.
totally. Onions and mustard.
Onions
yeah.
and mustard, or actually, I like sauerkraut on mine too.
Wait, would Dom say fried bologna with
Mash and tea sauce.
What's tea sauce? That's
I don't know.
is he in Canada?
Yes, Canada. You have to explain what tea sauce is.
Yeah, because I've been to Montreal
Julie, our bologna is
twice.
yuck.
It was awesome. Bologna is
Depending
yuck. I
on
love
bologna you're eating.
Yeah.
Boar's Head brand is the only
best.
kind I eat.
Boar's Head anything is the best. And in
It's
fact,
the only thing we eat.
down in New York City, Boar's Head is like what they use like at the delis, like roast
Right.
beef and stuff. It's the best.
Yeah, everything that we get is Boar's Head. But if I do want a German bologna, then I get the
Yeah, what is it called? It's on the tip of my tongue.
you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of it. It's been so long since I got it.
Hofmeyer's or something Myers or not
Heidelberg? Yeah, Heidelberg.
Yeah, something like that. I know.
Something like that. That's what they
Yes, it's really good. That's the stuff
Yeah.
you want,
But I don't get it that often because I'm the only one that eats it. So I always go with
and
it.
it's expensive. And,
But
and
hey,
I like it sliced kind of thin.
you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah.
Foxfire says I used to fry bologna made on a hot dog bun is pretty good. All right, so it might be good. I haven't tried it yet, to be honest.
See, I
Because I really thought about it. I go, all it is warmed up bologna.
see around here, like I'll say, anybody want a fried bologna sandwich? We don't have any bologna, but like I'll say it just to like mess with them. And they're like, ew, Dad. And I'm like, you never tried it. How do you know you don't like it? But my grandmother, my Italian grandmother, she used to, when I was a kid in Buffalo, that's where she lived. We spent all our time there in Buffalo. And she used to make us fried bologna sandwiches with mustard.
Oh,
Oh, so
awesome.
good.
With melted cheese on it.
Yeah, I skipped the cheese just because I loved the.
Yeah, I like fried bologna too.
Yeah,
It's
I just
good.
loved it. And steakums, right,
And
Laura?
the kids, steakums, nothing like just might as well just
That you suck
take your
in?
heart out and stomp it on the ground. It's just total grease.
Same, yeah.
What does Tom says? Tea bag that you soak in hot water. You use the same pan. It's the bologna, add onions, and you take the tea and whip it with the onions and serve it on mash and bologna.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Dom, is he in Montreal or near Montreal?
I
He's in Quebec,
think
right?
so. I forgot which part,
Quebec is
Tom.
beautiful.
He mentioned it and I forgot.
I was there twice, and I had just had the best food in Montreal. It was so darn good.
Wow.
And the way they eat up there is it's so different than the way that we eat. Like their portions are small, but they have like 6 or 7 of them spaced out. It was so good, Laura.
So good.
I had
I had a friend who used to eat mayonnaise with a spoon.
can I say something? You know how like when you make macaroni salad, like the next day it'll be all soaked up. So like I'll put
You add more.
yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
But then when like you're done, like the spoon's got some extra mayo on it.
you'll eat it.
I will, yeah.
Yeah, George does it too.
I don't know why I do it. Like I just started because I
He's
feel
not
bad
far
wasting
from
it.
Montreal.
Yeah, so
He goes, oh yuck.
I know. Hey, does anybody here like Miracle Whip?
Oh no.
Why? I like it on I like it. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's got to be Hellman's mayo mayonnaise though. I don't like
it's
any
Hellman's
other.
mayo. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be Hellman's.
Actually, I made homemade mayonnaise, which isn't bad.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's with egg whites, right?
Yeah. You make the egg. Yeah, egg and oil. So and you put your own season. I forgot. I was making a fancy mayonnaise for some kind of sandwiches I was making. So I figured I'd give it a try.
I know.
This is,
Fox,
oh no, she's hungry. Is this a crow live? I know. It always goes to food.
Foxfire. This is what we do. Dom, I was gonna say, I had a creme brulee there. It was so stinking good. But I had also, we went to this Polish restaurant. It was just this little hole in the wall place. They had, I didn't have it, but they had rabbit. I didn't have that, but I had potato pancakes there.
Oh, I
It
love
was-
potato pancakes.
yeah, it was a place where like they had. I was like, I can't believe they have potato pancakes here. It was so. My point is, it was so good. The food in Montreal was just amazing. But I mean, this was like
Hi, Miss Karen. How are you?
15 years ago. So yeah,
Right.
it was so good.
Yeah. Oh my god, I haven't had potato pancakes in forever. I'm actually been meaning to send you a message, Karen. I will get to it. And I'll remember to wait until later in the day instead of waking you up at 3:00 in the morning. I always forget about the time difference.
No, she
Don
doesn't.
wants to
She
know if
does
it
on
was in old
purpose.
Montreal.
Yes, it was. In fact, there was like a mall underground. If that, it was like we were like in this vat. I remember like it being. It was so long ago. Yes, it was all. It was set up in a grid pattern. I remember like we couldn't. If you missed your turn, you would have to like go down, way down, and like make a loop back. You couldn't. They were all like one-way streets. If that makes any sense to you, it was so long. It had to be 20. Geez, it had to be at least 20 years ago. 20. Gosh, it was like more like 22 or 23 years ago. It was a
Jesus.
long time ago. East Cathedral.
Palace Cathedral? Was that an underground mall?
I wish
Yes,
I could
potato
say yes
bacon
or no
soup.
to
I love
that.
making that.
And I remember there were a lot of, I know this sounds funny, there were a lot of Hasidic Jews around with the little curly Q things. And
Right,
there
right.
was a bagel place. They were like, it was awesome. They were like making like homemade bagels and stuff. It was fantastic.
So maybe it was just a Jewish neighborhood.
No, every place it was just like just a melting pot. It was basically like a New York. Montreal is like New York City was to me.
Yeah, I've
It
never
was
been
like-
there.
It was amazing. You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
He's
I
gonna
think
look it
if
up
I-
because it's gonna drive him crazy.
It is. That's the way I am.
Yeah, I can't do Miracle Whip because it's sweet tasting to me, and it's just
Yeah, I like it with bologna.
no, just can't do it.
Oh, well, you're gonna.
I can't, and you can't make me. I can't wanna.
Yeah, Montreal is amazing to visit. Oh, and I do have to say, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I don't know if my wife's watching. What was it he said?
He'll get himself in trouble.
I will, dude. I will. It has to do with clubs.
Watch what you're saying there, sir.
Because they have the most
Thing will come out and
amazing.
snatch you right by the neck.
They have the most amazing clubs, and they have
Ah.
guys that come up to you and they're like, "Hello, are you looking for a good time?" And they're like, they hand you like cards,
Coupons,
like basically.
girl coupon.
Yes. Yes.
Get out of town.
Best place for bagels in Montreal Bay. Jewish part of town. Yeah, you know, I mean, this must have
Okay,
been it.
Times Square.
Let me see. Montreal Bagel. I'm gonna try to look this up.
Club 1234 de la Montage? Is that how you say that? Are you telling us something, Tom? Have you been visiting clubs with coupons?
Dude, I don't know, but all I gotta say is like they did stuff in there that like
Oh my god!
you can't like talk about in the States. Like you
When you go to the door, you go, "I have a coupon."
no. That was for other stuff. That was for like stuff like you go back to your hotel room and you call that number.
Oh,
I didn't do
naughty,
any of that stuff.
naughty.
No, I didn't do none of that.
All
Like,
right, make sure you
Dog.
say that really loud and clear.
I did
You
not
did
do
nothing.
nothing. I know nothing. No, but like I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what. There were so many clubs, and there were so many like massage parlors and stuff at this
Yeah,
place
yeah.
we were at. That was the most club in Montreal 15, 20 years ago. It was the most
Haunted
haunted
club
club.
in
Oh, I don't know.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh, ghost chicks. Holy crap. It's kind of dangerous there. And you couldn't use the coupons because it was that long ago and they were ghosts and the coupon is expired.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could, but the ladies
Girl
are
was
like,
expired too.
ladies
So.
are like, "Hey, honey, I hear you got a coupon."
Come on this way.
Sure, why not? It's been years, but
I'm a little dusty.
yeah. Of course, they wouldn't. They had a French accent though.
Right.
I'm not up.
You
Really
have to
good
say it
on my
in French.
accent. Send me the link. I'll come out here. Oh, there you go.
Oh, and then he'll explain, okay, hold on. I'm just reading what you put on there. There's a place called Walensky. They do an old sandwich and dough and old cola with syrup. Is that what that's supposed to be?
Syrup. Yeah, syrup.
Syrup?
Yep.
All right, we'll send him a. And then he could say it to us in French.
Yeah, I remember when we were there, like me and my buddy were like the stop sign said "arrête," like ARRET. Like we were like, "Hey, dude, we know French now."
Right.
But Laura, we really didn't. We
No.
really didn't know French. Like people were like, "Oh, je peux savoir bonjour?" And we're like, "Oui."
Sure.
We're like, "We." No, we're like, "Oui." And then we're like, "No, no." If you say it like from the roof of your mouth, it's something
Right.
else. No,
No.
oui.
And she said Carla said she used to work in a bagel shop in high school. See, I
Yummy.
could never work in retail food service. I just don't have the personality or the patience. Well, I guess the patience,
Neither.
put it that
Me
way.
either.
I don't have the patience.
Because I'd wig out on people.
Me too.
Because like when people
Especially if
like
they complain about something, I'd be like, well, go home.
it's not so much that it's like I feed off like what like if they came up with
They're
like
the negative energy.
yeah I'd be like what the hell's your problem today like
There he is. Ta-da! Hello,
Guys.
hello.
Hey Dom, how are you?
Bonjour, ça va bien?
Bonjour.
French. The only thing I know is cheese omelet.
Une omelette au fromage.
That's all I know how to say.
Je m'appelle Bill.
Je m'appelle Dominique.
Oh, that's all I know. That's all I remember from French class. Now I did take French, and when I would get my grade, it would say F, and I thought that meant French, but it meant that I was failing. So
Yeah, probably. Yeah. The place, the big place that you were talking about, the biggest place in Montreal is called Montreal Bagels. They've been there like 60, 70 years.
Okay.
It's almost every grocery
I'm
store.
still
you
here.
have-
Don't worry.
Every grocery store you have in the corner here around will order bagels from that place. So they do fresh bagels every single day. They start at 4:00 in the morning doing bagels.
So Dom, this place I remember. I'm gonna. They had like a big plank of wood, and they would put it in the water, and then I just remember people standing around waiting for their bagels, and just does that sound familiar? Like I mean, I know that's how everybody makes bagels, but
What's the
That's
people wood
that's
for?
Montreal bagels.
okay, so then this has to be a place.
There's a couple of bagel shops that open like after those ones, but the most famous one, well, people will stand in line even if it takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes. They will stay in line to have the fresh bagels. When I go there to get bagels, I will take 2 dozens, and from that place to go to my place is about 30 minutes. I will eat half a dozen of bagels.
See, because when
Wow.
when I went up there,
Laura, they're so fresh, good,
Yes.
tasty.
My husband loves onion bagels, or no,
Oh,
garlic
they have-
bagels, but we
they
can't find them
have-
anywhere.
they have regular bagels, onion bagels, sour cream bagels, seagull bagels. Name the bagels. What's
They
what
got
kind of
it.
bread you want?
Nice.
They have them in bagels also. But like I said, the bagels will melt in your
Yeah.
mouth. You don't need butter on them when they're hot and coming out from the store. Nothing. You just eat them like that. And
Yeah, I like them plain too.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're like candies.
I remember that. So like the place. So I was up there for a dental thing, and I remember them saying, tomorrow morning when you guys come, we've already pre-ordered the bagels. We have this order in, and they were like raving about the bagels and stuff. And they now here in the States, what we don't do is they do in like New York City they did pickled herring and
Ugh,
lox.
my father loves that.
And it was like really huge for them. They're like, oh, wait till we get this pickled herring and the lox. And I'm like, what are lox? I had never heard of it and stuff like this. So so they got that, and they came in with these bags filled with these bagels, and I tried the pickled herring and the lox, and I did not like it. But
It depends on the people. Not a lot of people like those. Well,
it's an acquired taste.
yeah,
Yeah.
some do like it, but it has a special taste.
So
it tastes.
I
think.
just ate the bagels just like you said, nothing on them, because I like bread anyway, just plain. I can eat bread, just no butter, no nothing. Because actually, they didn't have any butter. They didn't
So
serve it.
imagine you had the bagels after they cooked them. The day after. I'm talking about
Nope,
when
it
you
was
get them
fresh.
out from the store, and you leave.
They did. They brought them that day. Yep, they brought them
Nice.
that day. Because they had
Okay.
like they went down, and we were like, oh, I remember some guy was bringing them back, and they were making a huge deal about it, and they were like, oh no, you're gonna have the best bagels, and they were really good. Yeah.
Seriously, I traveled a lot to the States, to Europe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never had a better bagel.
Yeah.
Than the one in Montreal, and not because I live next to it, get close to it, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I never tasted an awesome bagel like this.
It's hard to find good ones.
Yeah.
Even well, you're Italian, right?
Ooh, me?
No.
Oh,
I'm
Bill.
I'm both I'm Scottish, Irish, and Italian.
Okay, so I'm half Italian and half English also. So like me, cannolis and
Cannolis.
pastry like that are hard to find real good
Good
cannolis.
ones.
Yep.
I'm lucky. I have an Italian pastry here. They do the tomato paste, they do the pizza stuff like that. But
Yeah,
Tomato pie. Yeah.
and stuff like that. My God, it's like the homeland. Seriously,
Oh,
Nice. Yes,
Oh.
Carla. Cannolis are the best.
good. Yeah.
they melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
They're
I love
so
it when they put the little chocolate chips in them.
Yeah, we're really fortunate around here.
I
in
like
the
more. I
area.
like more the pistachio one.
Oh,
No, I
yeah,
never
we
had
do. We have a melting pot of really great people here. So you can find the stuff. You just got to know where to go.
it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you can always
bagels,
tell
we're still searching. I mean, like we have a place called
Bagel Grove.
Well, no, Bagel Grove is good, but the
Yeah.
other one there, the Panera Bread, they have great bagels,
Yeah.
but you know
Yeah.
they're a
There's a place when I go to New York that when I cross the borders, it's Plattsburgh. There's a
Yep.
place there.
Plattsburgh,
It's
yeah, my
called-
sister-in-law used to live there.
There's a shopping mall called the right when you come out
Right up right at the border, yeah.
of the border. There's a place there where they're open 24 hours. You have the Walmart, Big Lots, and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yep.
Inside that shopping mall, there's a place called Mr. Pretzels.
Yeah.
They do fresh bagels and pretzels. They're good. Not as good as Montreal bagels, but the first time I went there, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was going back to New York with my cousin, bringing back my cousin to New York, and he said, "Let's stop to Mr. Pretzel." I go, "What?" I go, "It's 3 o'clock in the morning." Believe it or not, at 3 o'clock in the morning, there was a lineup outside Mr. Pretzel's
Everybody was
Wow, that's
waiting.
crazy.
for that. But you can have like all sorts you want: pretzels, pizza pretzels, any taste you want, salt and vinegar,
Right.
regular, all kinds. But they're good.
What's
Salt
the name
and
of the
vinegar
pretzel
sounds awesome.
place that we have here, Bill? What is the one in the used to be in the mall?
Which-
Pretzel place. I don't remember the name of it.
What, Aunt Anne's?
Yeah,
Aunt
Auntie
Anne's,
Anne's. Yeah.
That was not too bad because then they had like the cinnamon ones and stuff. But
Right. Actually,
yeah.
the almond ones was really good. Believe it or not.
because it's like toasted on it.
I don't know. It was just really good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But I haven't had one in probably about 10, 15 years.
Hey, Laura, I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You can't eat. Stop. No.
We're talking
Okay,
about
well,
food and stuff. Now he's going to go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
You're going to eat. What do you got there?
Cinnamon rolls,
Nice.
homemade.
See, I do all that stuff in the wintertime.
Well, that's why it took me a long time before I was on the live, because I cook. I like cooking fresh. So
Right.
desserts, stuff like that. I will bake fresh. Pasta, do fresh pasta and stuff like that. So yeah, I
Yeah, it
did.
takes a while.
I did a loaf. Well, I didn't. They do a loaf of bread. I did a couple of sub breads because we were eating submarines tonight. So
Oh.
did the sub. So I said, well, I'm still in the dough. Let's make
Yeah,
cinnamon
do the-
rolls.
Make the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't do any baking actually until till autumn. That's when I start making the pies and the bread.
well, autumn time we make what we call here is canning. I don't know if you guys do that in the States.
Oh, you can stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do a lot of stuff, especially tomatoes,
Right.
zucchinis, stuff like that. So to mix with the sauce. Or
Yeah, I make homemade applesauce, a canned pineapple,
yeah. Well, even spaghetti sauce and stuff like that.
soups and stuff. Yeah,
We do them like real, the real like big batches. We buy
right.
boxes of tomatoes and stuff like that.
Tomato, yeah, that's a
And we'll do-
process. I love
We'll
to
do
can.
it,
Yeah,
everything. Obviously, we have a garden also, so we take what we have in the
Nice.
garden. But sometimes the garden is not enough for all the season, so we buy extra, and we do extra cans because sometimes I will give some away to the homeless,
right.
to people. So I have.
I used
more-
to do that every year. I used to make my own jelly, and I would send it as Christmas gifts. So
Yeah,
that's oof, it's
I
a lot
do
of
not-
work, but it comes out great.
I do not tell a lot of people, but every single time, 2 weeks before Christmas, I will do between 10 to 20, depends on the budget I have, 10 to 20 bags with goodies, canned stuff and
Right.
socks and stuff, and go give it out to the homeless people around.
Oh, that's
where I work.
wonderful.
I don't want to people say, oh, you're a hero for that and stuff. I'm just saying that because we're talking about that.
Right.
So
No, that's nice. That's a
and
very
they-
good thing.
and they know me, so every single time it's almost the same dates in
Right.
I
They're
will
excited.
go-
They're looking forward to it.
they're saying, I've been waiting here all day. I didn't know what time you were coming. They know
Right.
I'm gonna go there, and it's always like almost the same crowd I have because I go in a special corner where I
Right.
do my tours because we have a lot of homeless people
Listen.
on the tours where they're sleeping in cemeteries and parks and
Same here. Same here.
so obviously I see them a lot. So sometimes even when it's really hot outside, I'll bring a really cold bottle of water, small juice boxes, and I'll pass them away. It's
good
not
for you.
It's not a big thing, but yeah.
No, that is a big thing for them because they just that little gesture, You don't know how many days they've gone without eating or drinking something. So yeah, I know in our area the homeless population has risen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
great deal, which is really sad.
And
But a lot of them are like they have like drug or alcohol issues, and that's pretty much what that's all about. And they're standing on the corner for
a lot
hours
of
waiting for money.
a lot of people, like you say, do have a drug problem, alcohol problem, but a lot of people, and this is something I like to do a lot. So let's say I do a tour. My tours start around sometimes 7:30 to 8 o'clock at night. So I'll get there a little bit, in advance to be, ready to set myself. And sometimes there's homeless people there, so I'll sit down and talk with them. And at the beginning, yeah, there was a lot of people, I had a drug problem, lost everything, or stuff. But a lot of people now that we do see on the streets are people that simply that cannot afford no more, to have a house or an apartment.
Right.
They're simply regular people like you and me. No drug problems. It's just that
They can't afford it.
they can't afford it. One is working, the other one's not working, or sometimes like that. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it's hard. It really is hard. Is it expensive in Canada as far as apartments and stuff like that goes?
I would say it depends on where you are. In Canada, let's say Montreal. Presently, we have a living crisis like a little bit everywhere, apartments and stuff like that. The prices are high for apartments. I'll give you an example. One apartment, so one room all together. You have the kitchen room and stuff.
Right. So it's like a studio.
Yeah, it's about depends on the sector where you are, between 900 to 1500.
It's about the same here.
And more you go up apartments. Some apartment go it costs like $3,000.
Yep. Okay, so it's pretty much the same here. Then.
That's one of the reasons why my oldest kids are still here.
Well, because it's why pay somebody else's mortgage when they could pay their own.
No, so what I told them, and I'm not after the money. I said, listen, you're gonna pay a little bit of rent, obviously. You're living with your boyfriend and stuff like that, but that will include everything. Your food, your hot water and stuff like that.
Right.
Electricity, stuff like that. You're gonna pay a little bit of money. I think they pay like I think it's $50 a week for both of them.
Oh boy, they're getting off easy.
Yeah. So when they started, they told me, well, at the beginning of summer, we're gonna leave at the beginning of summer. Dad, we're gonna find us an apartment. I said, okay, good luck. If you need help, tell me.
Right.
I'll move you and stuff. And my daughter came back in my office. She was crying. She goes, Daddy, I can't find nothing. I go, what's wrong? She goes, I can't find an apartment. She goes, they're asking what I'm doing as a pay, but almost. I go, welcome to life, girl.
Right.
She goes, yeah, but I'm paying this amount here. I go, yeah, because you're at Daddy's house, and
right.
On the electricity bills and the food, because it costs a lot, or else you wouldn't pay here to stay here.
Right.
Okay. You're just giving a help on the food and
that's why. Yeah, you got to stress. They got to stay in school, get their education.
They all actually, one of my daughters is in college. The other one just finished high school. Sorry, she just finished high school now.
Right.
So she's looking to go to college also. So
It's hard. And then, as far as like finding a good job out there, is that also difficult?
Actually, it is. Okay, I'll give you an example myself.
I may too.
I was working as a cook in a restaurant, 18 years.
Right.
We went through COVID with the restaurant, so it was, up and down here and there, and open, close. We can't work. The other cook has a COVID, and then anyway, all that.
Everybody went through that. Yeah.
So after that, when we came back, like fully operated, the restaurant was not working as it was working like before. So one
Right.
day my boss came to me and said, "Listen, Dom, I have to let you go. I have no. It's not because I don't like your work or stuff like that. He goes, I can't pay no money, no more, nothing, no electricity, the bills, the
Right. And end up coming in to give out. Yep.
yeah, there was not enough money, and obviously, like everybody, the companies when they wanted to buy meats or provisions to make your food to sell them, it would had doubled and tripled. So obviously, when he went before he went bankrupt, he said, "I'm closing everything." But since last January, I can't find work,
It's hard.
and they keep on saying we're looking for people, but obviously they can't pay me to the salary. So
Right.
the only option I have presently is, and I have nothing against that, but it's something like McDonald's or Tim Hortons.
Right.
That, but on those pays, I can't make my family live. So I said, listen, instead of that, I'll stay home. Instead of sending the kids, daytime to lunch and stuff, we're gonna cut on that. So we're gonna save on that. And daddy's gonna cook a dinner, a supper, and stuff. He's gonna be like the nana of the house. So that's what
Right.
I'm doing presently. I do have my company. I do my like yesterday on on my interview. I said it. I have a company. We do tours. I work for a company also that does tours. So that's how I'm bringing.
You gotta do what you gotta do to make ends meet.
Yeah, yes. And starting in the mid of the autumn, I forgot to tell you yesterday on that. Mid autumn, I'm coming out with a new company also. I'll be printing T-shirts for the team. So if you do have a team, you want your logo printed on a T-shirt, kangaroo, hoodie,
Right.
whatever, I'll be able to do that. I'll be also doing something special, some purification candles and some purification soaps to be sold.
Nice. Nice.
Some
Okay, Bill. He said, yeah, his the GoPro battery died. He'll be back.
no problem. So yeah, so
Hold the
look,
fort down.
so cost of living is like everywhere. It's going skyrocket here in Montreal.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're a big city, so a big name. So people also use that as an excuse also to boost their prices up. I'll give you another example. Bill was talking about the restaurant, Polish restaurant. So in that neck of the corner, let's say you go for ice cream, an ice cream cone with 2 scoops on it will cost you about $13 to $15 for one cone.
Wow. Oh my. Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a place called actually where I do my tours. There's actually a good place called Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Okay,
I love Ben and Jerry's. Yeah.
so one those small
A little
trays.
pint container. Yeah.
Yeah, with a small spoon, that's $18 at Ben
Oh.
and Jerry's.
Oh my. Oh, you know how much ice cream you can buy here for that? Oh my. It's expensive.
I'll give you another example. If you buy one drink like this at the store, this is almost $4. So what I do, I go to the dollar store. Dollar store will sell you this for $1.50.
Yeah.
So I buy
Yeah.
that.
Because that's what we pay, like a dollar something, or in the gas stations or whatever. Yeah.
Those cans are almost $3 each.
Now you said I got a question for you because like I said, my sister-in-law used to live in Plattsburgh,
Okay.
and she said that people used to come across the border to go grocery shopping, and then go back across to go home to Canada. How do you guys do that? Because normally you can't cross the border with like food and all of that stuff. So, or is that still a rule or no?
They still do that a lot. Obviously, you're gonna pay taxes when you come back because once you
Okay.
pass the border, you have a certain time to be. If you're only there for the day, whatever you buy in the States, they will divide it. So if it's China made, you're gonna pay taxes on that. Import taxes on that when you get to the customs. If it's America made, you're gonna pay only the American taxes, no fee of import. If it's Canadian made and you're bringing it back, you're gonna pay fee imports to bring it back to your country. So what we sell to you guys in the States, if we go back to buy it on the States and come back to Canada, we'll still pay taxes on that and
Okay.
import taxes. So when you get to the customs, they're gonna ask you what have you done. You say, oh, I went shopping. You give your bills. They're gonna check and they're gonna say, okay, go to gate 2. They're gonna check out to to be sure.
Right. Okay, Foxfire. Thanks, honey, for hanging out.
They want to be sure you're not passing contraband and stuff like that. They're gonna check your receipts, check whatever you have.
Right.
Say, okay, you owe us $52 in tax, so you pay your tax and then you pass the border. But a lot of people,
okay.
a lot of people do that day in day out. Or you can do as I have a couple of friends or family like that. They're in the States, so they will call me and say, Dom, I'm coming to Canada or I'm coming back home. Do you need something? Yeah, bring me this. They're in the States for 6 months, 8 months. They're coming back to Canada.
Right.
Do not have to pay nothing. So when they come back with their Winnebagos, it's inside the Winnebago. Obviously, the customs will see, that you have meat and stuff. I was living in the States. I have to eat and stuff. So you bring
Right.
back the stuff. But my main thing I like buying in Plattsburgh is honey ham and actually buffalo chicken strips.
Oh, okay.
I like going. I don't know why Walmart in Plattsburgh has those things.
Yeah.
Walmart here in Canada, a lot of Walmarts in Canada do not have the same products that you will have in the States.
Oh, so you have like none of the pre-cooked foods.
No, so those types of things, I can't find them here. So when I go to the States, I will stack the shit up.
Load up, right?
Yeah. So the buffalo strips are very good cooked in the oven, and they have a special taste. They're not too. I like spicy, but those ones are not too spicy. They have like a sweet.
Right. Just enough heat to make it good.
Yeah. So
There he is.
I don't remember the company. I know where it is in the fridge. The color of the bag, it's like a purplish blue bag.
Right.
Called buffalo, and there's a buffalo on it. It's called chicken buffalo strips, but those are.
It's so funny how the difference between, it's the same store, but different inventory.
And you have a lot of stuff we're talking about Walmart. You have a lot of stuff in the States in Walmart that we can't get here. Even when I do ask the people at Walmart, hey, listen, I saw this at the store at Plattsburgh. Can you bring it here? No, we can't. I don't know why they can't,
Yeah.
but they can't. So I'm like,
Well, Bill, he was telling us about the prices of stuff there.
Yeah, so-
12-ounce bottle of soda. What'd you say it was? $6?
who, me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this a bottle like this at
$4
the store, it's $4. So when I go-
$4 for a
when I go
12-ounce
to the
bottle.
dollar store, they have fridges full of Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, and stuff like that. So we buy our soft
He was
drinks.
talking
at-
about ice cream. A pint of the Ben & Jerry's is like $18.
Yeah, in old Montreal, where I did my haunted tours and stuff like that, the Ben & Jerry, a small container, a small bowl with
Yeah.
a spoon that you eat, $18 for a small one.
$18 for that.
So I'm gonna put something out there. First of all, sorry about that.
That's all right.
The other battery, of course, where was it? Out in the garage.
Always.
You made a mad dash to the garage.
Actually, I had my son Hunter go get it, and then I've been listening the whole time, and my GoPro would not turn on. So sorry about that. So, do you guys remember when the war between Russia and the Ukraine started? And then, well, first, I can't. It's okay. So COVID started, and then everything went up, and everything went up because of COVID. And then
Right.
the war with the Ukraine and Russia, and they said, then inflation hit, and then everything was because of the war. And then restaurant prices all went up and blah blah blah. But then everything was, and I'm not saying the war, like I'm like, well, what is the war with the Ukraine and stuff? Now I know oil and stuff, but because I'm not, a complete moron, but like COVID's over and stuff, and but nothing dropped. Like the prices haven't fallen, and they still have elevated. Our portions have gotten smaller. Like that Ben & Jerry's has gotten smaller. McDonald's has gotten smaller and thinner and crappier. Snickers has gotten smaller. Reese's peanut butter cups have gotten smaller. Everything's gotten smaller, but the prices have gone up, and they think it's like the frog. If you put the frog in a boiling pot of water, it's going to jump out. But if you
Right.
put a frog in water and bring it up to a slow boil, he's going to boil. So what bothers me so much is that they use all of these excuses to take money out of your pocket, and you're like, wait, why is that affecting me? They use like, oh well, this is why, because the war. Just couldn't remember. I don't know if they did this in
It's an
Canada for you
excuse
guys.
for everything.
They'll take out any freaking kind of excuse.
Yeah.
At the beginning, like you said, it was COVID. Because of COVID, we can't get those things that did that out of different places where we get them. After that, when COVID started moving out, now they were saying, oh, the employees are not coming back to work. Well, try to explain me this. Since January, I've been looking for a job and I can't find them, but they're looking for employees.
Well, just like Walmart, a prime example is that they used to have cashiers. Now it's all you have to do it all yourself.
Well, now they're talking here. I have a Walmart. It's about 5 minutes from here. Now they do have those like
The self checkout.
self checkout with the inspector gadget at the exit.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, I blow right past that person. I don't pay attention to that.
They run after me in the parking lot.
I let them. They have no right to stop you.
Every time they do that, I just continue to put my bags in the car.
Just say, I got a receipt. Bye.
Turn around and say, what's the problem? He goes, you have to show me your receipt. No,
I don't.
You buy, and I just
Yep.
get in my car and leave.
Yeah. Send the cops to my house. Yep.
No, but I
So-
checked
so now
into
they're
it.
talking-
They
now
can't
they're
legally touch you.
Now they're talking about taking back those machines because apparently they're getting robbed a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Skip scanning.
Yeah.
Yeah, skip scanning.
Yep.
So they're coming out with different reasons why. How does the I'm sorry, but I'm not laughing about this. But how is the war in Ukraine and Russia affecting Canada and the U.S.?
That's what I'm talking about.
Like
don't-
you're saying, maybe the gas, but we do not take European gas. Our gas comes from the Middle East, Canada,
That's right.
U.S. combined.
That's right.
You do have some gas coming from Alberta, Canada, okay, and Mexico.
Yeah.
So once again, how does the Ukraine and Russian affect us? And people sit there and they will tell you the same thing. Yeah, but I was told, but it's because of the war. Yeah, but what does it has to do with North America? I sympathize with the people. I don't like war and stuff like that. Yeah,
No,
I'm not.
Dude,
You're just
I
using
know.
that as a scapegoat.
And
But after that, it was the same thing. When the U.S. went to war with Iraq and stuff like that, it was the same reason. It's because of the war. You went to war to fix that problem of gas. Why is it a problem now?
Still a problem, right?
Lost out and the U.S. during the Iraq war had the most, because the every single state we do have like deep bowls that we put the gas in to help out when there's a shortage and stuff like that.
Right,
Everybody
you have a
has-
reserve, right?
yeah, a reserve. Everybody has it. Canada has it. The states, you do have one, and
Yeah.
you had the most biggest reserve, the overflowing reserve
Yes.
of gas during a war. So
Yeah.
it's a problem that people try to make money on different reasons. Let's say that, like Bill was saying, everything is shorting, but the prices are going up. I'll give you an example. On a block of cheese, okay, we used to pay $5, $6 for a block of 900 grams of cheese. Okay, now the block is 400 grams instead of 900, so you're losing 500 on it, but you're paying the same fucking price.
Exactly. Or the price has gone up.
And like Bill says, candy bars are shorter. Even potato chips, bags of potato chips,
Less in the bag, yeah.
you're getting more air in the bag, less chips, but you're paying more.
Yeah.
So now a family bag of chips here, let's say Ruffles, okay. You used to get them for cheap for $1.99, $2, stuff like that. Now they're almost $5 for a bag.
Right.
Man.
It's
that-
crazy.
it-
Milk, eggs. Eggs went like
Staples. Yeah,
4
just-
times the price. 12 eggs here is about $7
Wow.
when they're not on special. So people do not buy eggs.
See, I go to Aldi's and what is it, like $1 something, or sometimes just $1 a dozen.
I buy
And then
them.
if I get the fancy eggs, it's 2 something.
I buy my eggs from there's a guy here, he has a small farm because I live in the suburbs, so there's cows by that
Right.
like that on certain parts of the corner. So I go to the farmland. I will buy my sometimes vegetables, like I was saying to Bill. We do spaghetti sauce and stuff. We buy big cases. So I go there. I go to the
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they will
support
sell
the
me
farmer.
one big box. You have like 200 tomatoes inside.
Sure.
You'll pay $5, $6 for it.
That's
Yeah,
well
that's
worth
awesome.
it.
Go to the market to buy the same box. You'll pay 50, 60, $70 for the same box.
Yeah.
But it comes from the farmland. But when you buy them from the farmland, you're gonna pay the exact price.
Yeah, but not a lot of them aren't from the farm. There's like hothouse tomatoes, which have no flavor.
We buy
So I rather support the farmer. At least you know it's going to taste good.
we buy 40 it's 48 eggs. It's like a small carton. 44
Right.
48 eggs inside that small carton for $3.
Oh, that's great.
So and obviously I know how to do milk, not milk, yogurt and butter. So I do it myself. I get
cool. I always wanted to do butter. Yeah.
I get the milk. I'm not supposed to say it, but from
I'm
the
supposed to
farmer.
get raw milk.
Yeah.
I get the milk from the farmers because obviously
All right.
there's a quota they can sell to the market, to the open market. The rest they have to get rid of it.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Put it in the drain. Not give it to the poor. Nothing. Just
Yeah.
put it in the drain. So here around the farmers will sell you like a big
Oh, nice.
thing of milk. So
Right.
a lot of people here in my corner will do goat cheese, cow cheese, yogurt,
Yeah.
all the dairy products you can get at the market. You can get them from the farm.
Right. Yeah, we used to do that too. I've made cheese a few times. It comes out great. And I made butter, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
cheese. I'm not that great yet. Again,
It's actually it's pretty fun.
It is. My grandma. It's my grandma that showed me how to do the cheese, the
Right.
butter.
My grandma used to make cheese curds, and I love cheese curd,
Yeah, I
and
love
that
cheese
I've never done.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a process, but you have to have the raw milk to
Same
make
thing.
it the right way.
Same thing. The meat and stuff. Once a year, I'll go to it's a local farm. They do.
The butchering and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a
So
quarter
you'll
cow or
choose,
something.
you'll choose your they have pork, lamb, beef,
Right.
stuff like that. So you'll choose your cow.
Yep.
You'll choose your lamb and stuff, and the guy is gonna
They'll take care of it for you. Yeah,
He's
we
gonna
have that here too.
tell them. Let's say you buy a cow. You say I want like 10 pounds of minced meats with it. He's gonna do 10 pounds of minced meat. You want cubes? He's gonna do. You want steaks? He's gonna do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's
when you
cool.
get there, it's already wrapped, ready to put in the
Go in
freezer.
the freezer. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we have the same thing here.
When you
A
need
lot
it,
of people have been doing that.
and that I'm telling you, a
So
huge,
much better.
huge difference
Oh, yeah.
on first the
Flavor.
quality of the meat, the flavor, and also the price.
Yeah. Totally.
Yes, some people will say, yeah, you're paying a big price at the beginning. Yeah, but counts all the times you need to buy meat for your supper
Exactly.
and stuff like that. And what you pay, all that together, combined with what the guy will sell you, a full cow,
Right.
Right.
it's
It's-
like pennies. It's like pennies on the dollars. So,
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you get like a couple of pounds, like 2 pounds or 3 pounds of ground meat here in the store, and it costs you $23-25. Where, you get enough off if you buy even just a half a cow. You know how much hamburger you can get? If you have it done that way?
So a full cow is about $1,200. Okay, on that you can make on a full year for a family, and we're six in the house eating. So imagine that on $12, 12. I will buy maybe two times two. I will buy a cow. Like I'm about to do that. The beginning of the end of summer, I will buy the cow. To after Christmas. After Christmas, I will buy another one. So it cost me two cows, example, to have beef all year long.
Right.
So about $2,400. But try to count, like you said, mince
Through the
meat,
store. Yeah, it's
and stuff like that to the store. When we go to the store and
insane.
we buy mince meat, it costs us just to do hamburgers for the family. If I buy it at the store, it's about $50 a meat,
Yeah.
and that's for one meal.
One meal. You are so right.
So yeah, compared to when you buy the full,
That's the problem. We got to wake up and everywhere, both countries. You got to wake up. We're
but there's a
getting
lot of places.
screwed, and nobody.
The
I know
problem,
it is. Nobody bother. Oh, it's such a bother. Well, you know what? Then don't complain that you're paying $4 for a 12-ounce bottle of soda.
okay, so you go to the market to get your food. Okay, it's the same thing going to the farm and telling the guy I want, one
Right.
cow, cut it, make, and the guy knows me by now. I don't even have to tell him what I want, so he does me.
He already knows your order. Yeah.
He does me a burger, all kinds, steaks, fillets, mince meat, stuff like that, and obviously the pork, also bacon and stuff like that. I
Right.
got the most tasty bacon you can ever imagine.
You know what blew my mind is I seen one time it was on, I think it was Crow's show, where he was showing UK food compared to our food, and the bacon that they have in the UK looks like pork chops. I have never seen bacon that way in my life.
Here, I don't have none now. Do I have some in the freezer? No, I don't have none yet now. So I need to go buy some. So, but I'm waiting on bacon because I'm gonna get some bacon like not even in a month or so
Right.
from the guy. So, but the bacon strips are about. I'm serious about this steak.
Right. And they're thicker. Our bacon is just like
And
shreds.
it's about, I would say about
Right.
this thick. So it's
It's different.
the taste in it. When you buy it from the market, you'll see there's only small stripes of meat and
Meat, right.
a lot of fat.
Right. Yeah.
My bacon has like a teeny
More-
strip of fat, and the rest is meat.
Yeah, that's what my husband's looking for.
Hey Dom,
Yes.
sorry, I'm like really curious about that. What was the name of that bagel shop again? It was just called Montreal Bagel.
Montreal Bagel. But I haven't been there in a couple of times. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're closed since COVID, and they never opened up after.
See, they have a lot
they
here. A
are.
lot of the old,
I'll
like
try
mom
to-
and pop shops all closed down because they couldn't afford to keep open because of the loss of business during 19. And it's just you got the big business, big corporation stores that survived it.
No, it's
But
true.
the other ones didn't.
They changed names. Sorry, it's called Fairmont Bagel now. It was called Montreal Bagel. Now
Got
it's
it.
called Fairmont Bagel.
Okay, yeah, I found it.
He found it. So what are you going to take a trip and get us some bagels, Bill?
Well, no, I want to like get a visual. I mean, like it's been like 22 years since I've been there, at least, and I
But
want
they
to go.
haven't changed places, so if you've been there, they're always at the same address. It's just the name of the company that changed.
Maybe they could ship it to you.
Yeah, I'll just have
Like
just
here,
have-
like Oskin
Hold
Eats
on.
makes up the pizza and ships it
Here,
all
go-
over.
This is not a joke. There's a couple of restaurants in New York City that if I order from them, let's say a Philly steak, they will send me a Philly steak. I will have it the same day.
Yeah, we have it. Well, here we have a pizzeria that does that. They'll make up the pizza and it's not cooked, but
No,
it'll
it's
be
not cooked.
frozen and they ship it in dry ice and they'll do it all over the world. And then they give you the instructions on how to prepare it at home.
Yep. At
Um,
the restaurant I used to work, we used to do that. We used to it's called semi-cook a pizza. So you can't take the dough directly, do your pizza, and just froze it because
Right.
it's gonna go all mushy. So you have to give it a small, like 2-minute cook, just for the crust to come a little bit
right.
cooked. Then you freeze them. You put them in a plastic sealer. You freeze them, and you can ship them.
We're shipping them all over. Yeah, that's what this one place does. It's called Oskin
We-
Eats.
We
And
had
it's a big favorite with everybody, and they get it sent to them.
Yeah, I ordered a couple of times some Philly cheesesteaks from New York, from a place, and yeah, they would ship them FedEx
Well,
directly.
see, you got to
to
see Bill if they'll ship you some bagels.
Yeah, it looks like the place. I know it's stupid I'm doing this right now, but it's just it's like I get
It's
so
eating
curious
you,
about
eating
stuff.
you up.
Yeah.
You had to find out.
Yeah, I just had to.
the
Pretty
other
cool.
the other, like, you have Fairmont Bagel or Montreal Bagel, and the other one is called Saint Viateur Bagel. That's the second big place, but the best place to eat your bagels is Fairmont Bagels.
Nice. Well, see what you got. We got you on here, Dom. What's in the future for your tours and what's going on as far as your paranormal projects for the rest of this month?
Towards actually, I have one Saturday. I'm doing what we call the haunted walk of the Mont Royal. So haunted Mont Royal, which is the most haunted mountain in North America. So we're not doing all the mountain. We're doing a small tour. So in that tour, if people do come, I will explain about the tragedies that happened in Montreal during the 1800s. We had a lot of people die from typhus, cholera, name it. A lot of Irish immigrants that helped build up Montreal. Obviously, there's a lot of history, so we go there. There's I don't want to sell all the punches, but there's a old hospital from 1785. There's old castle from the 1800s. You learn
Ooh,
the story
nice,
about
nice.
that. You on my tours, not the regular tours. On my tours, I do, even if it's a walk, it's not an investigation. At the end, we end at the castle, so I'll do a small spirit box session there to show the people that there's activity there.
You got
And-
somebody peeking in where you are.
They
They
took
ran
off.
past the doorway.
Oh, it's people walking, and like I said, we're a lot of people here. I don't know who. Maybe one of my kids,
Somebody in their 90, maybe?
probably my son, because
I don't know.
my son and daughter, they're going to bed now. So
Oh, they probably want to say goodnight to you.
no, usually when they do that, they'll come in the office. So
The committee office. Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
There's
there-
another one.
there goes the young one. That's my youngest son.
Tell them
So-
they're on live. They're streaking past the door.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's
No,
okay.
it's all right.
Feel free too. Don't worry about it. If you need to like say goodnight or whatever, you even need to do.
No,
it.
they're good. They hear me talking, so they know I'm live. So they'll come here on the side of.
They're saying, "Oh, Dad's talking to himself."
can make
again.
Dad, you don't see here. They'll come here and say, "Daddy, I'm going to bed." So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
yeah, probably my son's gonna be here in a couple of seconds because I
A
have to
couple
get
of minutes.
medication. So.
Well, actually, yeah, we're going on the 3-hour mark, guys. So I think we're probably gonna just wrap it up for tonight. I want to
Okay,
thank
so
everybody that hung out with
Oh,
me.
dude, I like your Celtic knot on your. I like your Celtic knot.
Your tape. Went on a tattoo
Yeah, on his neck right there. The
on his neck.
yeah, it's pretty cool. On
Who,
your
me?
neck. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
back of your neck there.
I don't have it on my neck.
Other side.
other
Other
side.
side. Right there. Yeah, that
There
one.
you go. Yeah,
It's like yep,
very nice.
that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Celtic sign. It's a Celtic sign, but with Aries also on top of it for my
Nice.
sign.
Yeah.
It's a protection sign. I have one in the neck also. It's a Horus eye with a dagger. It's a special Egyptian protection. I have a couple of tattoos and stuff like that. So
He's
Yeah,
got a
looks,
few.
yeah, look cool.
Well, I thank you for joining and hanging out with me, you two.
well,
you know, it was a shame that I couldn't speak with Angelina and her gang. So hopefully that will be rescheduled soon as you know, I find out. I'll Angelina from Bad to the Bone was supposed to be on tonight.
I know her.
She had some kind of family emergency, so she couldn't make it.
Okay, so
So she had to settle
so-
for me tonight.
So we had to bring in, you know, the Top Gun guys to recover, and I'm glad everybody hung out, and I hope you all had a good time. Again, thanks to Bill and Dom, and
Yeah,
I'll
thanks,
see
Dom.
all of you again on the Raw side.
bye guys, take care.
All right,
Be
brother,
blessed.
take it easy.
Stay-
Yeah, good talking with you.
All right.